Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the DC Infinite Hour. As always, I'm joined by my co-hosts, Brad, the DC Universe Geek, the legendary Rob D.
Hey.
Toys, and I am Ahsoka the Geek. Now, we are also going live for the first time on Instagram.
Yeah.
First time we're going live here. I'm watching it over on Instagram. It looks pretty shitty. It looks a little messy. From
The mask slips.
yeah, sorry, but here we go. We're gonna try it. So for those of you who are watching us on Instagram, we are actually you can see it. Look,
There we are.
Wow.
Oh, fantastic.
So I will try to answer questions from that chat as well as this chat.
I think
there's
there's
a
a
delay.
lag too. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's all right.
it's okay. You know,
You can see
it's-
my nipples coming up real soon. It's kind of chilly down here. No, they are. Nipples. All right. Impulsive
guys,
one.
so good to see you both. You know, Ahsoka the Geek had a baby about 9 weeks ago, so it's been a little delayed our
Oh.
shows. We
I
haven't
thought
been
you
on
were just
schedule.
chubby.
Sally, I am, but
I got a food baby.
yeah, I got a burrito baby. You know,
Yeah, good for you though. Yeah, I'm joking aside though. Yeah, I congratulations. I can't say that
thank you,
enough.
dude.
I love kids.
Appreciate it. So we haven't spent enough time talking about Rob and how handsome he is. We usually make that a part of the show.
Like handsome
about-
Rob.
Yeah, the best looking action figure photographer in the game,
I don't know about
Rob
that.
D. Toys.
I
Rob
would
D.
actually
Toys.
wager
I
that.
need to learn Joey from Full House, like cut it out. However he does that.
Cut it out.
out.
Oh gosh, we're aging ourselves once again.
Yeah.
You know, Full
Brad,
House.
you got a haircut?
I got them all cut.
Yeah, I see.
Dad jokes. Hey, side note, guys. I wanted to tell you that if you've got Catman, his hands are close enough in color to Green Lantern, right?
Oh,
If you look at him like this, then you won't even notice that they're a little bit too light.
well, look at you, dude.
Yeah,
Look at
because they gave him gloves in every iteration. I want him to have bare hands.
Yeah, me too.
I'm not a fan of cats, so you know he's not.
It breaks my heart.
I know. I'm sorry, dude. Yeah, so Catman does not have a special place of glory in my collection, but you know that's a me problem. Yeah, let's say hi to the people in the chat. We got
Hello, everybody.
some nice folks out there already. We got Garth Gutierrez, as always. Brent.
Is that my buddy Brent?
Julian?
Where's Brent? Oh, Brent.
Yeah.
Grant. Hi,
Brent
Brent.
Grant.
I mean, you're cool too. You're not like the Brent, but I'm sure you're somebody's the Brent.
Hey, he's our the Brent.
Is he out
Nathan
yet?
Barnes.
The Brent.
I love it. Josh from before, friend of the show. I love saying that, like we're real podcasters. Friend of the show, Josh from before. Love it. Oh, guys, it's been a while since we chatted, so we probably have a
has.
lot of figures and whatnot to discuss. So yeah, let's see, where should we start? Oh, by the way, look for a special edition of the DC Infinite Hour next week, after our buddy Rob D. Toys goes to the New York Toy Fair. Rob, talk about that for a minute. Talk about what you'll be doing out there.
Talk about how much of a lucky son of a bitch you are.
Yeah, this weekend is jam packed. Tomorrow is my buddy's birthday, so we're going out to dinner.
Let's talk about that for a minute. Whose birthday is it? Give a shout out to your buddy.
My buddy Brian Regal.
What's
Is
up, buddy?
Brian Regal? Happy birthday,
And-
Brian. Is Brian a pro geek or is he geek simpatico?
I mean, he's more like a sports dude than a action figure guy or a comic guy. But he did sit on my birthday. He sat the whole 4 hours for the Justice League.
Oh, that's love.
Did he
So-
like it?
I mean, I don't think so, but he
Oh.
did go see the Joker with me, and he did love that.
Well, that's nice, dude. It's
The
always
Joker was a masterpiece.
Yeah.
a great movie.
So then Saturday, I have a wedding that I'm shooting, and then I'm sleeping over at my friend's house that I'm shooting the wedding with, and then from there, driving an hour to New York to do Toy Fair because I have a meeting with McFarlane like at 9:30 in the morning, and then
Yeah.
from there,
9:30 in the morning.
yeah, I know, right?
Uh,
So then I can't remember my whole schedule. I have a meeting with NECA, with Diamond Select, with Super 7.
Nice.
Um,
Wow,
what
you're
am I
just
missing?
making the rounds.
Plunderlings.
You're like an interview slut.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Looking forward
it's
to it, buddy.
I'm taking my camera too, so I'm gonna try to take photos with my phone, try to get that uploaded, and then hopefully take some like higher quality images with my actual camera. So
Now I have to know, how did you manage to get so many like scheduled interviews? I mean, Todd, it makes sense. We're kind of sort
I
of.
don't know if I'm actually gonna meet Todd though.
I don't know.
for-
Did you get the email from Sarah?
Yeah, I'm gonna meet with Sarah, and I think I don't know if I want to say the names, but
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
but yeah,
Okay. Yeah, well, because I was invited to go, and there was going to be a meeting scheduled, but on account of the surgery and all, and the knee, and then also being broken.
if you go into Toy Fair, you can actually sign up for meetings through there. So like you can
Yeah,
get
is that too bad, Brad? Even that's not too bad, Brad. Even when I went a few years ago, getting meetings was pretty easy.
That was pretty easy.
Yeah.
She was like, "Hey, are you coming to Toy Fair? I'll schedule a meeting for you with Todd or something like that." And I was like, "Well, that'd be fantastic. I'll let you know closer to the date." And then I'd totally forgotten that I had the surgery, and I was like, "Well, it looks like I'm not going to see old Toddy Pants."
Speaking of which, Brad, tell us about the surgery for those of us in the in the chat who don't know what's going on with you, buddy.
Nobody knew I had surgery. I didn't really broadcast it that much. I think I mentioned it maybe once, but my knees are really bad. They're really bad. And to make a very long story short, last summer, my knees kind of, especially my left knee, was like, "I'm out. I'm done. You could do this crap on your own." And it turned out that I had 2 torn meniscus in my left knee and a ganglion cyst. So yeah, we had to go in. We had to figure out what it was. Now, once we figured out what it was, we had to plan for the surgery. And then I had to plan for the surgery when the family's benefits kicked back in, because my wife is a college professor. And so she only has benefits while she's teaching because she's not a full-time teacher.
That sucks.
So we finally went in though, and they shave off the part of your meniscus that's all torn to shreds. When you're young, apparently it can heal maybe a little bit because you're still growing, but anything past your teen years, and they're like, "Nah, it's done. The only way to get rid of it at that point is to have surgery." So they shaved it all off, and now I just have to deal with the bones grinding with the arthritis.
Yeah.
I'm still recovering. I'm good. I can. It's been like 2 weeks, but I can walk around like normal. It hurts. It'll let me know if I've done too much. It'll start throbbing. But I have a machine that ices my knee with consistent cold. It's like having a bag of peas on your knees that never changes temperature. It just stays cold.
Is that a big machine, Brad? Is it cumbersome?
Basically it's enough that you could fit like 5 frozen water bottles and some water in there. And then it's like a hose with an intake and an outflow. And the intake goes to this like pad that you can kind of fold. Like it's made so that you can fold it properly for your knee or your shoulder or wherever, and you can Velcro it shut. It's amazing. It's a lifesaver.
Dude,
it's just like, don't pivot, and I got to get my mobility back, and I'm back to normal. So I can start hopefully walking again and maybe shed some of these pounds, because that's part of the reason why I got so fat, was inability to walk really far at all before my knees were like, "I'm going to throb now."
Yeah.
So yeah, no good. It's all good news. Yeah, the surgery, and it was a complete success. Got the stitches out today. Did a fantastic. I never even got even so much as a tiny infection. Like it's the best surgery I've ever had. It went as good as it could. Where when I had my hernia, the doctor put the line on the wrong side of my groin at first.
Oof.
Like he came up and he lifted up my thing, and I was like, "Hello," and then he put the marker line down, and it was on the wrong side, and I was like, "Ah, doc, that's That's the wrong side. You don't want to cut into that side.
There's a lot of jokes I want to make about wrong surgeries and things like that, but I'm gonna keep it at bay. I'm gonna keep it PG. God damn it, Brad! You're killing me with this stuff, dude. What you talking about your knees? You know, then the wrong surgery. Brad's sick like me. He knows exactly where my mind's going.
Yeah, but we gotta keep it. We gotta keep
Gotta
it.
keep it PG, guys.
Yeah.
Come on now, it's a family show for the whole family.
Are there any kids watching? That's a good question, actually. We try to assume there is likely kids, but if there's any kids watching, let us know in the chat. I'm just curious.
If there's anyone in their 20s, even, I'm curious. Like, what's their age group?
Is that a kid to us now?
I mean, half our age.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Yeah, look, we get.
Does that mean that Leonardo DiCaprio is dating kids?
Hey, we got a 13-year-old.
Hey, the mean 13. How's it going? Okay, so we have to make sure.
People are rooting for your recovery, Brad.
Oh, thanks, man.
Like to see that.
You know what? It should go.
We got 19-year-olds. We got some youngsters. God dang it. Josh is 8. Oh, Josh. 25.
That's it.
Oh, man. 44.
You're not allowed to be in the chat if
we got a great age. I wish we had advertisers. We got such a great demographic here to advertise to. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know where I was going with that, but you know.
Yeah. You didn't know that we were secretly shaving some of your data off of you to use
Yeah.
it for data.
I wish we were that smart to do stuff like
No.
that. You know.
We're not marketers.
No.
That's you know. I took marketing, some slightly shady practices with that sometimes.
Well, minorly. You know. All right. Well, excited for Rob's trip to New York. We get a slice of New York pie, obviously.
Oh, absolutely, man.
Yeah.
You know. We got a little. Do you have a lag on Rob, Brad? Is he fuzzy?
Yeah, Rob seems a little bit fuzzy. I just thought that he was part Yeti.
All right, so I'll drop out and come back in.
I mean, it's funny though because you're talking and you're out of sync, so you don't have to. It's amusing, I think. See?
Go for pixelated.
I'll be back.
All right.
I'll be back.
That's a big delay, actually, Ahsoka.
It's a big delay, dude. It's pretty bad.
He looks like a dubbed kung fu movie.
I mean, I don't want to say anything. It's pretty embarrassing for us that he was that delayed. I'm just kidding.
Right.
I'm just joking.
You got my mess on the back. I seriously need to clean up my office.
Dude, your office looks great. I mean, I know it's deceiving, but you said the rest of it's messy. But look at the way you have your Batman 66 figures stacked in the background. You got your bat signals nicely displayed, even the newest one.
Okay, that is done on purpose, but that don't praise me for that. Okay, first that shelf right there behind that was my ain't got it done shelf yet. Like, I'll go do that later for the most part. And then it transferred to that desk and that box. I can't get it all done.
But it's growing, dude. It's growing.
Not.
Man. Oh, while we're waiting for Rob to return, I'll do some blatant self-promotion, Brad, if you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna talk about my subscriber giveaway on Instagram. Guys, I started a new subscriber service on Instagram. For 99 cents a month, you get exclusive content, but more importantly, you get a chance to win really cool prizes like this Nightfall Batman from Comic-Con. So yeah, this one goes up in 3 days. The end of the month is the last day you can be eligible for this one, but I'll do another post. But yeah, go and sign up for my subscription service, 99 cents a month. I do at least 2 drawings a month, 2 giveaways a month, 1 open figure and 1 unopened figure. So yeah. Oh, and the next prize for next month is going to be the 89 Batmobile, the Amazon exclusive, unopened.
And think of it this, guys, the less people he has right now, the higher your chances are. So get in now.
I might have to make a second account.
Hey man, you're eligible, Brad. Just as we have the show doesn't mean you can join.
What? Okay, what Amazon 89 Batmobile? Oh yeah. Oh that one.
Yeah.
Like
this one, guys. I have an extra one that I'll be giving away.
Yeah. Is it going to come with the figure?
Unopened with the figure.
Unopened. Dang.
Right.
That's worth the
99 cents a month. Shoot.
Heck, if people will go and piss their life savings away at a roulette table, I mean, for a gamble, I mean, $10 and you're part of it, and then you're entered into the draw. Even if you don't win,
it's not even $10. It's 99 cents a month.
cents a month.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Thank you guys. I appreciate that.
That's
All
a
right,
great-
enough of me.
That's amazing.
My self promotion. Let's get.
Do I
into
still
some
have a
stuff,
lag?
guys.
No, you look great.
I was gonna mess with him a little bit.
You're
but
back
that's
to making
all
us look
right.
like shit as usual.
Yeah. Ah, there he is.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Let's go into it. Some of the stuff we missed that we have all received. The Batman 6-pack, which there it is.
So Brent
Pop
asked what we were
House.
drinking tonight, so I showed him.
Beautiful. I got my cherry Coke Zero here. A little caffeine to keep me going tonight.
That's I got the caffeine first.
You know. But let's talk about the figures, guys. Let's talk about the Batman 6-pack. I don't even know where to start with this. It's been out for a while. I mean,
Yeah.
People are
obviously
still getting it though.
they are.
Yeah. It's a lot less scarce than like it was made out to be and how it seemed in the first place.
You know, let's focus on the three that matter. Well, not the three that matter,
Yeah,
but
That's right.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yes,
you know
you-
which three.
Everyone who
You know.
collects McFarlane knows exactly what you're talking
Have you
about.
guys seen Mr. Lee's like customs?
Oh
Well,
yeah. It's
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Incredible. Let's talk about Clooney first. What do you guys think about Clooney?
Solid.
Yeah, I think
Solid
that
release.
I really like that one. And
I
I,
mean,
can
even-
tell who it is. Like when
Yeah.
you can capture the bottom of the actor's face,
Yeah.
and you can tell
Even
who
the
it is.
eyes too.
Yeah, I really like that. That was
And I like
fantastic.
that it has a hint of blue. So like in the right lights, it does
Yeah.
have like a navy color.
Just a slight butt hair, yeah,
Yeah.
of blue. It was the Batman figure I never knew I always wanted.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the boots. Like I actually love the design of the suit. The
Yeah.
movie was like, it's super campy, but the design of the suit's awesome.
If
Beautiful
the Batman
design.
movies were always intended to be kind of campy and fun, I think Clooney was a great choice. But they went from being Keaton, right, and then they got slowly right. The Burton one, even Batman Returns, was really dark still, but it was like kind of fun.
But
And you
yeah,
got the
if you
Clooney
go
here.
back, I mean, yeah, you're right. Like Keaton era was still a slight camp to it.
Yeah.
Like if you look at today's standards.
Yeah.
But intended to be like kind of dark, gothic-y.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then by the time, like, but if they had started the whole movie franchise with a guy like Clooney, and it was intended to be like that, then he would have been fine. The
Yeah,
boots
I
you
mean, they
followed.
definitely started off trying to be very interesting and different, just
Yeah.
with Keaton's casting, and then after Keaton, they just went all great choices: Bale, Affleck, Clooney, Kilmer, but it's all very typical. Like this is what we would have guessed would have been Batman,
male hunk.
right?
Hollywood
Exactly,
celebrity.
which he plays the part, but Keaton was so inspired. They didn't,
Yeah.
they totally got away from that, but it's okay.
Well, he was the first one to do it in a feature film. I don't count the '66 Batman
I
movie
don't either. Yeah,
because I mean, it was a feature film, and I really like it. It's actually a really good movie, but it was to me just an extension of the show.
Yeah.
It was expensive advertising for the TV show for the network or something like that. So Keaton,
much as-
like, he had to do it for the
Yeah.
first time, really, in the
I
modern.
agree. Yeah, I don't look at Adam West as a movie Batman. I just don't.
No.
Technically, you could say he was in a movie,
Yeah,
but yeah, I don't.
What about the cereal? I guess the cereal's back in the
Yeah, even
The
those. I
40s.
mean,
they weren't feature
Yeah.
films though, were they?
true.
No, they
I
were
don't
just
think
like
so.
short serials.
Yeah.
And they didn't play before the movie, like in a theater, in the same way that cartoons do.
oh, I don't know. That's even before our time. If
I wa-
anyone in the chat was around for any serials, please let us know how those used to
Mhm.
pop up.
And congratulations for still being alive too.
Yeah, congratulations on that. All right, Clooney's awesome. I mean, so I'm curious. Let me know. Do they have the rights to his likeness? Is that why it's so good?
I don't know. I mean, that would be my guess.
They must. If you make a figure in someone's likeness, and you don't have the rights to their likeness, they can sue.
And plus,
but with-
if they have the rights, then that means that they're getting a cut, right?
Yeah, it could be. Yeah.
It's like with the Flash Affleck figure.
No, boys. Yes, you're hitting it on the head. Sorry,
That's what, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I bet you when he got back in the movie, he probably signed like a more broad rights deal,
Hmm.
right? So the movie and the likeness for his face for toys and stuff, it was probably a broader deal. Yeah, where they didn't always do that back then.
And it's so interesting. I wonder why like he would do it and Affleck wouldn't. Like, what do you have to lose from making money off action figures of you? Even and they're still gonna make them of your version of Batman. It just won't look as, you know what I mean? It's so interesting,
Yeah.
that whole thing.
Yeah, you might as well just sell your rights away so at least you look like you.
Yeah.
Nacho brings up a good point. That's why Hasbro made Andrew Garfield Spider-Man one from the Amazing Spider-Man 2 instead of No Way Home, like all the others just announced. Interesting. Interesting.
I gotta get that 3-pack or single. I don't collect a lot of Marvel, but
dude, I'm trying not to, man. That thing is amazing.
it's, you know what? I feel like it's the kind of thing where it's appropriate that I say that thing is so dope. Looks so dope. Isn't it weird to hear me say that word? Dope. Looks so dope.
Not as weird as I thought. You know,
As a Spider-Man collector, I did pre-order the 3.
Oh, look at this guy.
Yeah, I gotta get
them. Huh?
Well, they're on Amazon. Yeah, did you order them individually from Amazon or as a 3-pack?
Individual.
Yep. I gotta do that.
What do we think about? I mean, again, this is just like,
it's beautiful.
That's probably the best in the whole 6-pack.
Yeah, that's the one that I wanted to fiddle with the most.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I would have grabbed.
Don't get me wrong. I was super excited to get Keaton, and technically, it is the more accurate one out of the ones the two that, because that one and the Batmobile one, because you have the yellow symbol instead of the gold. But yeah, that Val Kilmer was the one that I wanted to play with the most.
Sorry, guys. I'm gonna grab something real quick.
He turns his camera off. He's like, I don't want to make everyone jealous with my sexy dump truck. Where you at, brother?
There he is.
He's pixelated. He's coming back.
Who?
Is your mic on? I don't think his mic's on. If you can hear me, say Bumblebee Tuna. Okay, you're either messing with us. What you doing? Okay, so now since it's dead air, I'll tell a knock-knock joke. One day, Shut Up, Pooh and Manners are riding their bikes, and Pooh fell off his bike, and Manners went to help him. And then Shut Up went to go and find the police, and the police was like, "What's your name? Shut up. What's your name? Shut up. What's your name? Shut up." He goes, "Where's your Manners?" He goes, "Down the street, picking up Pooh."
All right, I'm back, guys. Sorry about that. This is what I was grabbing. This is the Hot Toys Batman and the McFarlane Batman. I gotta say, McFarlane did pretty great.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. I mean, McFarlane's done a fantastic job with casting,
and I love the all the small details that they got right, and then the plastic is like that Blue Beetle plastic where it looks metallic.
Yeah,
it has a little bit of marbling here and there, but it's not too bad.
I like the fact that the rubbery parts in comparison to the plastic parts are the same color.
Yeah,
because it can be very easily to cock up and have the rubber ones slightly different. McFarlane's been guilty of that before, and other companies who have had that. It's just very common to do that, to screw up the colors between harder and softer plastics.
Yeah,
and he got them right. I was impressed by that.
Beautiful. Can't wait for the full Batman Forever, Batman and Robin.
Yeah,
I hope we do get the Panther suit though. I mean, I know everybody else wants that too, but
the first, I want the first suit that Kilmer wore.
Yeah,
the Panther. Don't they always call the Bale suit the Panther suit as well? And Batman Begins.
I've never heard Bale called that.
I think because it's such a thick neck.
Is that what it is? Is that why they called it the Panther suit? Because he's got a neck like a tree trunk?
I think that's why they call the Bale one the Panther suit. Again, I could be wrong. I feel like they called it that.
The one thing that I don't like about Batman movies is he always takes his mask, the cowl off, and it's like, I want like the
peel back.
The peel back, yeah.
But I do love Keaton in Batman Returns when he rips it off.
Oh yeah,
you know.
But I for that split second when his eye makeup's gone, like why couldn't they just do like this and then like do the rotoscoping and stuff?
I would have rather just had the black makeup on his eyes.
I mean, that would have been cool too.
Like, I have no problem with that. All before he puts the suit on, he just goes like that and goes. And
Hold
then puts
on.
the
Somebody's
mask on,
getting
right?
murdered, but I got to put on makeup.
I mean, Stephen Amell in Arrow, he popularized seeing the black makeup around your eyes.
Before, yeah, he did that before he had the mask, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
he's
he
there
did that
for the-
super quick. He just went like war paint.
That's what I was
and it's
saying.
kinda
Like,
Yeah.
Batman should have gone like that as he was getting
And
changed,
of
right?
course, Pattinson's doing it now, which is great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they finally had the kahunas to like show it.
All right, finally, our boy Keaton here.
Finally.
For
We got
last,
others.
I know.
I will say,
I can do
if
that
since we're
for you.
not talking about the other ones,
well, we'll talk about him. What do we
no,
here
no,
for, guys?
I'm just gonna say, like, I think the cloth cape really helps to add, especially to the Bale suit, to make it look like the Bale suit. I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I love that figure. I love the original one that came with the Batmobile, which is technically a gold label, I guess. But
I do, of course, the neck and the
yeah,
the outline around the bat symbol.
I think the neck would have been fine. The head movement would have been fine if the neck was wider, kind of like the Kilmer and Clooney one.
Yeah, I can see that. I don't have a problem with him not having.
I think I have more of a problem with the circle around the base of the neck.
Oh yeah, that makes him
It
look
looks
like he's
like-
wearing Kermit the Frog's neck thing.
Yeah, he looks like
Mm.
Kermit.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice that.
Now you can't unsee
I
it.
know. Now I'm going to
You
see
might as well
it. Thanks,
paint that
Rob.
thing green now.
It's like when
Yeah.
Brad pointed out that the Flash unmasked Keaton had like a Batman medal on his neck.
Yeah,
Remember you pointed that out, Brad?
Yeah, it looks like he's wearing a medal.
Right.
I've been tempted though to like take some epoxy and like make it thicker and get rid of that line.
Plastic
Well-
Rick Grimes, I think Keaton needs a much wider neck. Absolutely. And
There
Yeah.
is.
by the way, guys, follow Plastic Rick Grimes on Instagram.
He's
Amazing
a
stuff he's doing with
Yeah,
that figure photography. Really cutting edge stuff, guys. Highly recommend Plastic.
You can either use the
Grimes.
NECA if you have an extra
Oh.
one.
Oh yeah.
it
yes,
doesn't
I
quite
forgot to
fit.
tell you guys. So the guys at Plunderlings sent me or no, it wasn't Plunderlings. Sorry, excuse me. It was Ramen Toy that sent me like that they lopped off the head and then used the magnet for Mezco, and then it had the cape.
Lopped off what head?
The Keaton head.
Yeah, they used
So
the
that he-
Mezco head.
Yeah, they
Oh,
used the
Carlin figure,
Mezco.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here, I could probably pull it up.
I was actually that was what I was gonna say. You can do that, or you can use this. But don't you get two heads with the Mezco?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get
Oh, I haven't even opened it
battle
yet.
damaged and two expressions. I don't remember. Are they different face plates? I forget.
See, I don't remember. I haven't opened it yet. That's what I mean. That's how
Ah.
Here.
far I'm
I don't know if-
behind. It's just sitting there. Let's wait for it to focus.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, there we
And
go.
then there's that.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh.
Does it cover up the hole properly?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh,
that fits pretty well.
man. And the thing is, we all know that Mezco 112th Collective makes their figures a tiny bit short.
I
And their
mean,
heads are always bigger. That means I would guarantee dollars to donuts. That
I
the
mean,
head
look at
for
that.
A Mezco 112th will fit on a McFarlane.
Here it is. Dollars to donuts.
I
That looks
mean,
great.
Yeah. See, it fits.
and it
Dang.
looks like the movie. I mean,
Yeah,
like
that's
yeah.
great.
That is really
that's
good.
better
idea.
than the NECA one, in my opinion.
You know how much shit? Yeah, absolutely. I agree. You know how much shit I caught for saying that Mezco 112th heads were always too big for the stubby body? And some people will be like, nah, that's all right. Like,
Oh, bro, you're 100% right. They look stubby. I mean,
they
love
were
them.
definitely
Love them.
stubby,
You know.
especially for superhero culture.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure
Wouldn't
there are people that look that way, but ain't nobody in the Justice League look like that, or really anybody in the superhero culture.
Let me just grab the other Batman figures since we're chatting about them. I have them. Yeah. Here. Except patents.
I do have a comparison coming up in the next day or so of all of the Bale, or not Bale, of
Well,
Affleck.
so we'll go to Affleck then. So I think it's crazy how this cloth cape just makes this whole figure change.
Yeah, and
know?
the silver is brighter.
Yeah.
It's not
Yep.
as like dull of a gray.
And I can understand why they didn't paint all the details. Like, I painted mine by hand, and it's a
Oh, I
pain in the
suck at
ass.
painting.
Hmm?
I didn't even try.
I've been painting a lot, and I've just been getting better. It's a lot of messing up to get good.
How do you guys feel about the no goggles on this guy?
I love it. I mean,
That's
we
my-
have so many
yeah.
options.
Yeah, that's my favorite head sculpt out of the
Fact.
three. I never liked goggles down.
Yeah, no.
Goggles
So-
up was all right, but that's
So you have,
Miguel,
like-
man.
Here, we'll do this if we can. Sorry.
There you go.
Oh, there you
So we
go.
got
Oh,
we
look at that
got goggles
photography right there.
down,
Yeah,
goggles
goggles up.
up, and then that's the.
Oh,
We're giving you a
look at
sneak
this.
peek.
Sneak peek at Rob's
Look at that.
upcoming posts.
So then there's all 4.
And you even bought the unmasked one. Wow. To that, I was like, "Puh, I don't need no unmasked Batman.
Well,
And
I don't pose Bruce with anyone, so I don't have any need for it.
And then Bale. This cape works so much better than a plastic
Yes.
cape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
There are definitely improvements that could be made to the overall paint applications, just like the last one.
I thought he was going to have
But it was
silver
really
on his
good.
belt.
Pardon?
I thought he was going to have silver on his belt. But oh
I
well.
don't know. I had no idea. There's definitely some parts on his suit that could be like the pecs could be have a bit of a silver wash over them with the lines going across them. So I've seen people do it. They have more skill than I do, but
The wash on Battinson is really good. And
that's a definite upgrade too.
yeah, his,
In every
his
way.
suit looks better.
I don't have Patterson handy, son. I don't have him handy, sadly.
You want it? What?
It's okay.
No, I don't
The
have
only thing I
Pattinson
wish
handy.
they did was paint the
Sorry.
painted the
juvenile.
thigh. The thigh
What was
strap.
up with the bat signal really badly cut out bat symbols? What are your opinion on the the plates on the bat signal? And it's like,
Yeah, I mean, from far away it looks fine.
yeah,
but-
from far away.
I-
What is it?
I just looked at it and thought he was trying to make them look like they were made out of like sheet metal or something.
Hmm.
That's what they were going.
I didn't know
for.
they were wrong. I just thought they were.
Oh,
there's
you know what?
possibly a
Well-
bit of artistic license, but
Well, we'll go
I
with
was
that.
actually not impressed with the fact that the light didn't project very well. It's a very dim bulb, and then you can't turn it. Like I've got 4 bat signals, and all 4 of them, even the Mattel one, you can turn the base. You can't
Yeah,
turn that one.
that's-
It's straight.
I was a little like disappointed about that as well because I have mine sitting
Yeah.
over there, and it's like I just would love to put it at like a 45.
Yeah. Well, when I was trying, because when you're taking pictures and you're photographing things on a flat surface, and then you have to be aware of the bottom of your screen, which ends up becoming the bottom of the viewer's screen. I wanted the base to stay level and then turn the head, right? Like I really don't like, if I can help it, turning things on an angle. Like
Mhm.
say, let's see, like that. Oh, I'm not doing it right. Fuck it, you know what I'm talking about, because then it just looks weird. Like things aren't
Like you were doing
geometrically.
an undersea sort of exploration there with your hand.
Yeah, I was like drunk swimming.
a little bit.
What's going on there?
But guys,
But yeah, so
never,
yeah, other than
nevertheless,
that,
though,
it's good. Pardon?
what an amazing time we live in, where we have these 2 figures done
Yep.
really well.
And I think
You
it's
know.
a nice like taste and makes us want the whole line.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like pretty
and
money for them, man. You know,
Yeah.
we know they're coming because we've seen the pictures.
guys, what do you guys in the chat think about the Batman 6-pack? I saw a few comments about Amazon delays. Still, are people having a hard time finding it? I mean, it's not really available in many places. Curious what
I'm gonna
everyone
do a
thinks
quick
so
search
far.
while we're on here and see if CMD store has it still.
Oh, good idea, Brad.
Yeah, CMD store got it, and then it was out of stock, and then it was in. Side note: I tried to order some things from there, and the issue they're having is things are showing up, and then going out of stock because they're only getting like 10 shipped to them,
Mm.
and they have to like beg and beg for more.
That's crazy.
Hold
I'm so
on a
curious
sec.
how this stuff works with, like, does McFarlane have the power to like make more? Is it like, does DC or Warner Brothers like say you can only make this many? Very
No, it's
curious how that all
distribution.
works.
Like
Yeah.
okay, so CMD Store. I'm looking at their page here right now because I got to look for the multi-pack anyway, and they had. Okay, so I checked CMD Store. That's for anyone who doesn't know. That's like the Canadian version of like Big Bad Toy Store. I checked their page one day before bed, and for new arrivals, they did not have Vampire, Hal Jordan, the Black Lightning, the Superman versus Atomic Skull, Clayface, Supergirl, Batwoman. They didn't have any of those.
Now they do.
Well, they have some of them, but I checked in the morning, and all of a sudden they had them in stock. They said, but only some of them, and they were already out of stock with Black Lightning and the Vampire Green Lantern.
I need
And
those.
so I called them up, and I was like, "Hey, any chance you guys going to be getting those back in stock in the near future?" And he says, "Yeah. What happened is they only sent like 10. They sent a tenth of their stock they usually get, and the rest went to like bigger stores."
For those who are watching, I'm on the CMD store now. If you want a Batman Nightfall and you don't want to do Ahsoka, if you lose Ahsoka's thing,
Yep.
they have it there. And
Is it back in stock again?
I think so. It's
I'm gonna have a little
you can.
peek.
Well,
CMD
it
store?
has. It's a 2-pack with the 85 anniversary Superman.
They
for
do have a single
60
one too.
Oh, the 2-pack is $65. That's not bad.
Well, that's American.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So for me, that $65 is $89.99 Canadian. Yeah, but they do have a single for $76.99 Canadian. So whatever.
And I see that they have Supergirl, but like I ordered her through Target, so I don't know if I should just wait or what. Yeah, I'll probably just wait. Yeah.
I mean, it's a cool figure, but you know.
Yeah.
You know.
No, CMD, they got a lot of good stuff. That was actually how I scored the original Red Hood. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, the problem with CMD store is they don't always get their stuff in a timely fashion. Sometimes they get it fairly early. Like if it's an exclusive for Target or something in the States, sometimes they get their stuff around the same time as they were getting it in the States. Other times they just do not. You're waiting like a month, 3 weeks a month, and they finally get it in.
By the way,
isn't good for a viewer.
If anyone's joining us on Instagram, if you want to head over to Brad, the DC Universe Geeks YouTube channel, there's about 90 people in the chat on his channel. So if you want to see more of a active chat, I highly recommend hopping over to Brad's.
Yeah, I when I posted my story today, I linked Brad's channel.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
You guys are fantastic. By the way, I'm on Toy Snowman. It was mentioned in the chat to check out that as well. So
Toy
that's
Snowman.
a Canadian one.
Never heard of that one.
Neither have I. So this is the first time that I've seen it.
And Mike, I like your last name. How do you pronounce this? Brad, how do you pronounce this? La Flamel? Mike Flamel? La Flamel?
La Flemme.
La Flemme. It's a cool name, man.
Yeah. I only know that because we had a news presenter that got let go because she, I believe that was Lisa La Flemme. I think that was her because she had gray hair.
Is Tim Dunbar related to a certain Mr. Rob Dunbar?
It is. It's my brother.
Hey, look at this guy. He's on a bike too. Hey, he looks cooler than you, buddy.
He is.
Get him on the show. I'm just kidding, Rob.
Dude. Rob's like, I'm laughing on the outside, but
now is Tim as OCD as you are?
No, he got the better genes there. No,
hey, I don't want to hear that kind of talk.
And he's super talented because he can play like pretty much any instrument. He plays drums, bass, guitar, keyboard.
Freaking talented family between you two guys, man. Jesus.
So yeah, and he rides a Harley. So
hey, gotta give a shout out to Spencer watching live from the UK at 2:30 in the morning. Well, thank you, Spencer.
Wow.
Jeez, dude. Like that's commitment. Whoa. Like we're lazy to do the show at our time zones at the time.
I mean, you can always like just watch us in the morning, but
no, I want Spencer watching it live. I like that commitment, Spencer. I appreciate you, sir. Where's my heart, guys? Anyways,
yeah. Here we go. I'm on Tyson. You guys keep yakking, but I'm just
Batman.
Sorry, I'm shopping while I'm like talking.
Yeah, come on, guys. Let's get it together.
He told me about
we got people at 2:30 in the morning watching. Let's try to improve the quality of the show. All right, let's switch over from the Batman 6-pack to the Amazon Batmobile, because we never talked about this either.
Yeah.
Let's have a conversation about this. Let me go grab it from behind me again.
Yeah, I'll I'll pop mine out too.
Did we?
Pop yours out too, buddy. Let's make it a
Yeah,
party.
pop mine out.
Hey now.
You know?
Pop it out.
Rob, where's yours? Is it still getting
Let's see
unpackaged?
yours, Rob. Pop yours out too.
Yeah.
We can all
gotta-
pop ours out
Yeah.
together.
Excuse me.
No, wait.
We just lost Spencer after that accent.
If Ahsoka turns off his camera just to get up, he's definitely going to turn off his camera to pop it out.
Here it is, guys. The Amazon exclusive 89 Batmobile.
Heck yeah.
Remember, guys, I will be giving one of these away to my subscribers next month. So
Mine's
keep on the
dusty.
lookout. Plug.
Oh wait, mine's too small.
Not the size that counts, Rob. It's how you use it.
But hey,
Pardon me.
you can't see it, but it's there.
Machine guns. Oh, yeah. Custom done, right?
No, this is the Kenner.
Oh, yeah.
You can't
Yeah.
see. Dang.
I got a fiery turtle head poking out. Prairie dog in it. I got mine back in the box, if I'm not
Not
mistaken.
too far off, Scott. Not too far
That's like
off.
that's a grail piece for me. So I just put that thing back in the box.
What?
My Mattel Batmobile from the Dark Knight line.
Mm.
I
This
mean,
is- It's beautiful.
I'll be honest with you guys. I do love this quite a bit, but I actually like the shininess of the original release more.
We can't
Yeah.
be friends anymore.
I still
I'm
think
sorry. I know. I'm sorry.
I'm glad that they released this version.
Of course,
Totally.
absolutely. Me too. It's
Because I think it feels more high end.
yeah.
But I do think that to appease the other crowd, just release like a fixed canopy and
Yeah.
then sell that.
No, well, what they should.
I'd buy
You
it.
know what? If they want to be friggin' cool about it, don't sell the canopy.
Mail away
Make it
for
a
it.
giveaway because that's what Super 7 did, and they're a smaller company. Remember with the
Yeah.
Thundercats, they cocked up a bunch of stuff, and they were like, "Here's a pack if you could prove you bought one."
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
We'll
I
send it to you.
agree.
They
I'd
cocked
probably-
up. It's a cock up. They should just send out the canopy.
I'd probably have that one displayed over this one if the canopy was correct. I'll be real. You know.
The thing is, the Batmobile. In some lights, it looks really shiny, and some, it kind of feels like it's more matte. I think overall it does look shiny, but it doesn't present as well for me as shiny. That's why I prefer the matte.
That makes
Yeah.
sense. Makes sense.
But I'm also a matte fan. Like I'm always the guy that's like, if I got a race sports car, I want to paint it matte black. I've always
Well,
said that. So
If you
I'm
go
a-
to the WB Studio Tour,
Yeah.
the Batmobile in there, it is kind of a matte.
yeah,
At least the one sitting in there. I don't think that's the official one, but
yeah. When my friend Marco, when I was a kid, went, I forget where he was. I think he went to Canada's Wonderland one year or something, and the Batmobile was there. It was shiny because he got a picture with it.
yeah.
And I looked at it all the time, so I remember it plain as day. It
You
was a
looked
very
at his
shiny
all the time.
Batmobile.
I like Jacob here with this great attitude here. He likes the Flash Batmobile. He gets close to his desk. He likes the gloss and the gray. And he's right. It's absolutely still an impressive piece,
Yes,
even
it
the
is.
original release.
True.
You know.
Yep.
Now, Josh mentioned you would love to see a Tumblr. I would love to see the Batman Forever Batmobile and the Batman and Robin Batmobile.
Yeah.
Would you want to
um,
see the Batman Forever Batwing?
Of
That was-
course.
yeah.
Yeah,
all of
that's
it.
a beautiful Batwing.
Any Bat vehicle. I mean, as you guys can see behind me.
The Bat
yeah.
ski boat.
Yeah, all of it. Give it all. I love
I sh-
Batman stuff.
I want to get the Iron Studios 89 Batmobile, but it's so
Ooh.
expensive.
I
That's
really
my
regret not
Batmobile
buying
grail
that.
piece. Pardon?
I really regret not buying that for $150 when it was originally released.
It was never $150,
Isn't that
was
the
it?
one I'm thinking about? The
No, this is
porcelain
like
one?
a top end like
Oh.
Batmobile. This is like a top end.
Oh,
like-
okay. I must be.
I
thinking
think
about
it was
something
almost
else.
$1,000 when it came
Okay.
out. Yeah, it was, but I never bought it because like it was $1,000. I can't afford it. But thinking back, it's like I should have just gone into like debt, sold
Yeah,
one of my
dude, you-
testicles and my spleen on the black market to get
Listen,
it.
electricity can be out for a few months. You have to be okay. You're a resourceful
That ski
man.
boat.
You know. Yeah, the Bat ski boat for sure.
Yeah. I'd love to see that. The Bat ski boat is one of those vehicles that I love and I hate at the same time. I
Yeah.
love the overall body and the look of it. I just don't like the fact that it's like the way that it looks is like primarily for a sewer vehicle with those things on the side. So it looks like a plane, but a boat, but kind of like a sub.
And it moves so beautifully. I mean, not really, but
it's a
you know.
fantastic looking vehicle.
I mean,
just
what
think
is
that
a spin in the, you know?
Yeah.
By the way, I want to address the rumors in the chat that I keep turning my camera off because I have no pants on. I do have pants on, guys. But like, you know, usually I'm very clumsy and I fumble shit around. So when I'm trying to get stuff, I knock something over. No one wants to see that.
What-
Actually, you do want to see that. It's funny to other people.
I thought it was
Yeah.
because of like you didn't want to like have a birthday moment where you're like, "Oops, my crack's showing."
Probably
No.
that too. You know.
so is the guy from that meme picture with that big dude sitting on the edge of the bed. That's why he has the camera off. When he gets up, it flops onto the floor.
I mean, listen, I'm not going to acknowledge that statement or deny.
Mayfix Batman, Zack Snyder
Oof.
Justice League.
Ouch.
410. Oh,
Damn. No, I don't think it's the same one.
it's not a
beefier.
re-release. I don't think it's quite the same.
The re-release looks amazing.
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
know
we gotta
which
talk
one I'm
about
gonna like
that.
better.
Yeah, the Mayfix one. I'm not going to buy it. It
The
looks great,
Mafex
but
one.
No?
I bought a bunch of Mayfix Zack Snyder Justice League
Mafex.
stuff.
Mafex.
I'm going to dignify that with an answer. See what I did there?
That was
My
beautiful.
mom said that when someone's bothering you, you ignore them and then they go away.
Brad just leaves the chat. Just leaves the show. F these guys.
No, maturity has entered the chat.
Oh, look at this guy taking the high road for a change. You know?
I wrote.
Oh man.
Yeah.
All right. So Batmobile's awesome.
You're awesome.
Thank you. Oh, gosh. Oh, I don't know how to follow that up. I don't know if I want to. Let's go up before we get to the McFarlane toy reveals. Let's switch gears for a moment to James Gunn's latest comments
Oh, yeah.
on the DC. Have you heard his latest comments, guys?
Oh, and shout out
Yeah.
to James Gunn for just getting married and Sir Dort. So there's those
he's-
two.
Okay.
He's just married now?
Yeah, I think
They were
he
together for a
finally
long
got
time.
married. Well, I think he got married a year ago, to be honest. I just saw like his thing.
Here
I
we
think
go.
it's his anniversary.
Let's see. Okay, here's his comments. I'm reading it. Sorry.
I know.
Exactly.
It doesn't help at all. It's
Exactly, Josh. It's
That's like the most neutral comment with the troll ears I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, Josh is the
love that.
master of that. I love it. Let's see. James Gunn said nothing is canon until Creature Commandos next year. A sort of apostrophe to the DCU, or I don't know what that word is. Then a deeper dive into the universe with Superman Legacy. After that,
Yeah.
it's a very human-driven. Blah blah blah. Okay, so here's some of the comments. And yes, some actors will be playing characters they played in other stories. And some plot points might be consistent with plot points for the dozens of films, shows, and animated projects. So yeah, I mean, it sounds like he's doing a James Bond thing, right? Where Judi Dench played M in two versions of the James Bond universe, in Pierce and in Daniel Craig. She played sort of a same M more or less, but slightly different, and you just accepted it.
Yeah.
So I guess that's what he's going for. I feel like it's very convoluted. I feel like they should have just chuck. You know, just. No, sorry, Brad. I'm going off on tangent mode. Go ahead, please.
Now the comments that you're talking about, do they encompass the ones that I read too, where he says that there was only going to be 3 people from all the previous projects that are going to be in the new universe?
You mentioned that, yeah, with Viola Davis.
The only 3, and so the characters, John Cena will be moving forward apparently, and so will Amanda Waller. What was her name again?
Viola Davis.
And I guess that's kind of a great casting, if you ask me.
Oh, great! She's awesome. Yeah,
great casting. And the same thing. I mean, John Cena is great for Peacemaker, and then you were going to have
Blue Beetle.
I'm sorry, the fellow whose name I can't pronounce who played Blue Beetle.
And then I heard the Vigilante later in the day.
What about Gao?
No Gao.
He left her out. See, that's even more confusing because he didn't say that list was definitive and that's it. He just threw those names
I hear
out there.
rumors that she's in, so like I don't know what to think.
Honestly, as much as I love Peacemaker and all that, and I really would like them to just go
Yeah.
guillotine that off and start again, because the problem is if anybody from the old universe is connected in the new universe that looks the same,
Well,
then
yeah.
some people become confused, and it's like, unless they attack this new universe in such a way that it, remember how they ended the one animated universe
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
began the new one, but you knew what happened because you saw the Flash run back in the right time. If it something happened like that, then you'd be able to go, oh, okay. But nothing quite like that happened. Like, they didn't address people that were going to stick around and who wasn't. So,
Well, I do
and
like
Blue Beetle is left ambiguous. I'll leave it at like, so Blue Beetle's fine, but John Cena's not ambiguous because he's met Jason Momoa's Aquaman.
Yep.
Right.
True.
And so Amanda Waller has, she was in the same movie as Black Adam and Superman.
And
So,
Ben Affleck. She met him in the Suicide Squad post-credit scene.
yeah. So that's what makes things a little bit convoluted. So I honestly, even though I like those actors, I would still rather anyone that was connected to the old one just get recast.
I do like his point though that I read today, where somebody was saying like, what's the point of watching like I guess Aquaman, or any of these movies, because he wants it to be all connected. And James Gunn basically said like, that's not the forefront. Like each individual story should be the forefront, and if they're connected, then great. But like a story is a story, and if it's good, worth telling, who cares if it's connected or not?
Like you mentioned with the Joker.
Yeah. So I feel like that more people should have that outlook, but they don't. They just they see Aquaman and they're like, it's the end of an era, so why even bother? Well, don't you want to see how it ends though?
But I'm curious if like how much of the Twitter, the social media audience cares versus the general public. Like I feel like general public does not care at all about any of this stuff, about like continuity, about why isn't Ben Affleck
the general
anymore?
Public just thinks that Marvel's the best and that's it.
I mean, yeah, exactly. Pretty much.
Which, that's its own conversation.
Yeah.
As a DC fan, I'm like, that hurts my soul on the inside.
Oh, it does. I wish we were in that alternate universe where, the DCU was the MCU. It'd be a lot
or
different.
It succeeded in the film. The thing is, I think there's also two camps, because you have the camp of people, like the people that I'm talking about and where I fall into. It's not that I don't want to go see those movies or enjoy them, but it's more of the reason why the expectation, maybe confusion, annoyance is there for people is because we know that it's all fine and good to say the movie is what's important, so just go watch the movie, which is absolutely right. But if they are going to be part of a group together, united, cohesive universe, then we're also, when we know that, then we're going to have that expectation. We are going to be like, okay, well then why are these people continuing on and these people not? And I think that's the point, right? Like if each movie was made individually first, like they first made Iron Man, and then just, at the end credits, it was like, oh, this might lead to something. And then they make the next one. You're like, oh, and then they make the next movie. Oh, and then before you knew it, like, oh, it's Avengers. They put them all together, right? If they were doing that with the DC universe, then it wouldn't be as bad. But now we all know going forward from square one, it's going to be, a big group together universe.
Yeah, I feel like
I think that's the talking point, really, right? That's the point of annoyance.
If you had to start it off with, like, I guess the problem is that they're now a studio. So, like, once you go the studio route, they have to have, like, more than one movie that they're making, right?
Yeah.
So, like, they can't just, it would have been great if they just had to say, like, hey, we're just making Superman Legacy. Let's see what happens afterwards, and not announce all this other stuff.
Yeah.
Because again, as DC movie fans, we're just used to a graveyard of unmade projects for the last 20 years.
Yeah.
And I don't want to see that happen again. It's just, it's hard to get excited for things with being a DC movie fan, because a lot of times they just don't get made.
Yeah, exactly. And also, I think a lot of people, they read the comics. Like with Marvel, they managed to grab a lot of people that don't read comics.
Yeah.
Never picked up a Spider-Man comic or a Captain America comic in their life. They took a character that a lot of people find boring, which is Captain America, because he's not edgy, he's not dark, right? he's, to a lot of people, he's just like a vanilla superhero, and they turned him into someone that everyone loves. They completely altered Chris Evans' public image with Captain America, because before that, remember what we all knew him for? He was
Not
like a
enough.
cocky,
Human Torch.
hunky, yeah. But
Torch.
that was his persona. Like everyone thought he was kind of like,
Yeah, well, not another teen movie. That's where I remember him from.
and then all of a sudden, he plays Captain America, and his entire image is different. Like people look up to him, and he tries to live up to the goodness of Captain America. Whereas with DC, you get a lot of people who also read the comics, and I think less people. Like I think a lot of people would just go see a Batman movie or a Superman movie, but the comic fans, we know that the universe is like the film universe they made in a lot of respects is nothing like the comic book universe.
Yeah.
And with Marvel, it was like it wasn't the same, but the same kind of atmosphere of a comic book in a lot of respects translated over to the film universe. And DC was very good in some respects, but I don't think they translated that over very well in very many of their movies.
Yeah, and Marvel did a great job of training the general movie going audience about continuity. Like I've had so many people call and ask me, "Hey, what order should I watch these Marvel movies in?" Like they want to go do that. Like it's an amazing feat they did where they got a whole generation of film goers to like want to watch 6 movies before the Avengers, just to like but they're great movies. I mean, say what you will, they're well reviewed, made a lot of money. So
the thing is, they're just not as deep as a lot of the DC ones.
No.
Which is the other issue, right? Like I always looked at it like from my perspective, and I read comics as well. I've been a lifelong fan. I can go, okay, it doesn't match the comics here and there and atmosphere in some places, but I always appreciated the more adult storytelling of a lot of the DC movies in comparison to the more all ages PG of the Marvel. It was a bad choice financially. You have to get kids hooked into them, and Marvel did a great job of that, and DC did not. But I did always appreciate the more adult storytelling for DC.
Rob, we're waiting for you to respond now.
I'm ready to move on.
Brad and I talk a lot, so
I'm ready to move on.
Your eyes.
We talked. It's an hour, and I want to dive into some other stuff.
Oh, look, Rob's getting a little feisty. I like it. Look at that.
Let him go.
I want to move on, and we
move.
will. I think it's your brother Tim's influence in the chat. That's what's happening here.
Probably.
All right, we will move on. Let's
Should we talk? Hey, real quick, before we get to see, I said Mezco because I had Mezco on the brain. Robin's going to be dropping soon, so that's cool.
The Mafex?
Yeah, I got an email.
Oh, the Mezco Robin.
The Mezco Robin.
Yeah. I ordered mine. No shipping and no tax. I canceled my pre-order at Big Bad Toy Store. I was like, I'm not passing up no tax and no shipping.
Yeah.
I passed on it. I'm sorry, guys.
Really?
Yeah, I don't collect Mezco, guys. I got Dr. Fate.
Yeah,
that's
true. That's about it.
Rob.
I don't, guys.
He doesn't.
Okay.
They're just too stabby for me. But that's me.
So, Ahsoka, did you make the decision? Did you get rid? Are you or not get rid, but like diving out of the? I want to remember how to say it.
The Mafex?
The Mafex.
No, I can't. I was trying to thin out my collection.
Game of 4 makes sense, game.
I dived out of Mezco. I only had the Christopher Reeve Superman. So I hawked that.
Are you sure it's not Mezco?
Mezco?
It could be.
Mezco and Mafex?
No, I kept my Mafex.
Yeah.
I'm sticking with
I
Mafex.
can't abide.
So keep those figures for me, Rob. We talked about.
What's that? You are okay.
Yeah, keep those for me, buddy.
Okay.
Those Mafex figures are so good. They're so well done.
Bottoms up, lads.
Although,
Cheers.
like, what's funny is that people complain. I just don't see it, but they use the same body, pretty much, for like Spider-Man, Batman, Superman.
Mezco?
Yeah, I mean they do have other ones.
Or
don't get me
Mafex.
wrong, but
We're talking about Mezco now. I'm sorry.
Mezco?
No,
We're talking about
Mafex,
right?
sorry.
Yeah, Mezco. No, I don't think they do. I think that there are a few different ones. Yeah, you're right. For a lot of them, there are. But I've taken their clothes off. Sounds really strange.
What?
I have disrobed.
I mean, the quality is great though on the Mezco. I can't argue with the amount of accessories, the quality of the figure. I mean, they're second to none in accessories. I mean, a little
Yeah.
too many in my opinion. When I do with all this stuff, but
Exactly. Yeah.
you know, they're great. And Brad, you know, takes their clothes off, switches them around a little
I mean,
bit.
I'm
Yeah.
not really an accessory guy. Like they go in a baggie, and like I use the accessories maybe for like a photo or a reel, and then
Right.
they never see the light of day.
Unless it's like a little sword, like on, you know, like Lord Deathman over here. You know, like that
Oh
makes
yeah.
or like that's or something like that. But other than that, all the other accessories.
I still have yet to open mine. I got to do that.
It's a really fun wave. It's a really fun wave, guys. This is the latest superpowers wave from McFarlane Toys. There is.
I kind of do wish that he
Right.
would have came with like a clip-on, kind of like Lord Deathman.
I know. But it kind of makes sense. Like I see what they were going for with like a twist on the Adam West costume.
Yeah,
You know,
I like it though.
Do you know the artist they based the artist they based this
No.
off of? It's the same artist that did Superman.
The
It was the end
78.
of the world, and he had to save the planet, but he couldn't. What the fuck? It was a Black Label. You keep talking. It was a Black Label graphic novel that just came out with like 4 issues.
Was the Superman light or something? Or no, he's
No.
he's wearing like a white. Oh, the I know which one you're talking about. With like great like 60s throwback art, kind of.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Space Age.
Space Age.
That's
Yeah.
it.
This is. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be based off of the.
Oh yeah.
Because the guy who did Space Age, did some of the art for 66 Batman, I believe,
Now I gotta look.
for the comic.
I
I'm
gotta
pretty
I gotta
sure.
look at that right now.
Now I got to check. Who's the artist for Superman Space Age? Now we got to Google
Was
it.
it Mark Russell? Or he might be the writer.
No, that's Mark
Oh,
Ruffalo.
Mark Allard.
Is it the right same guy?
Yeah, Mark Allred. I'm saying that right. Oh yeah, I think you're right, dude. It totally looks like.
So yeah, Michael Allard did Space Age.
Oh sure.
Now, if we do Michael Allard Batman, what has he done? I'm pretty sure that it's. I typed in Allard Batman and it said
it kind of
Alfred.
looks like Reeves though.
You think so? I guess yeah, a little bit. But I can see where this guy looks like him as well.
At least in the variant cover. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, it's the same artist, guys. And so
Look at
that's
that.
why when I look at this, I'm like, okay, so I get what they're doing, but it doesn't look like that guy's artwork, which is my point. And he has a spit curl, right? But like the figure has a spit curl, but it's up.
So Brad, you do not like this figure then? Is that what you're
Well, I
trying to say?
do. I just wish that the head looks like, what the frick is that guy? It's a Canadian actor. I think I pointed it out before.
Oh, is it the guy from I know he was big in the 90s, right? Not big. But...
Well, I've actually I saved another screenshot because I knew I was gonna have to talk about this for my video when I did it. So I've actually got a screenshot of it, of the guy's name.
What's his name?
I took a picture of my ear hair. Wow.
I like this. I think it's cool.
This guy.
Yes.
It looks like this guy,
Yes.
right? So I think the figure is good, but the head sculpt is not doing it for me. And the fact that like, the cape wraps around, I don't like that either.
People in the chat, like, do you care about Batman 66? I do. I know Ahsoka does.
I do.
Brad, do you care?
Oh yeah.
And I know Shiz does. But it doesn't seem to bring the numbers, right?
It doesn't seem like sales numbers.
No, like people liking the photo, like there, it just doesn't pull as much interest as say like
Instagram.
another.
That's how we do everything, Brad, by our social media reactions.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know.
I love it.
Or video review.
He's saying nope. I'm just starting the line. I care.
Hey,
I love them.
SB Toys though, he's a
legend though.
He's
a legendary collector.
When people say I have a big collection, I'm like, guys, you gotta take a look at SB Toys and his collection. It's insane. I got to interview SB Toys like 3-4 years ago now. It's still on my YouTube channel. He's a great guy to chat with. I'm just saying.
And he stuck his neck out for me and sent me that Superman when I needed it. The one, the Action Comics #1 variant that really looks like Superman issue 1. Yeah,
Just
he
be toys.
sent it to me. He stuck his neck out because he didn't know me from a hole in the wall.
He's You're Canadian too, right, Steve? Right?
Yes,
I believe he is. Yeah.
Canadian. I've seen a lot of comments. People saying if it was a 7-inch line, there would have been more excitement around it. Fair enough. Fair enough.
I mean,
think
maybe
you're
we'll
right.
still get a 7-inch Adam West. I mean, I hope, but
I think the people are right.
I
but
want
like
this
the
in a
fact that it's
7-inch.
smaller.
I'm sure you do. Jay said, with all due respect, it's an old property. Like, I think this generation doesn't even know who. Fair enough.
Yeah.
You know, I
Yeah.
mean, it was a classic property when we were kids.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
true.
It's really. I mean, the thing is, this stuff is sold in the toy aisle, but kids aren't the ones who are typically buying it. It's like someone's grandpa or their dad is like, "Oh, I had that when I was a kid. Dad Adam West. I put that in the cut and buy that for my grandson." And meanwhile, they're just like, "Hey, you don't like it? I'll take it home with me."
Do you think people would care more if the articulation was like a DC?
I think it was
Universe.
7-inch they'd care, but then
Yeah.
you'd have the completists buying them all.
I
Yeah.
like them with simpler articulation. I do wish that
I do
leg
too.
at the groin and the ankle
Flared
had a
out.
bit better articulation. But other than that, like I think they're fine. They're meant to be like toys, like when we were kids.
And Rob did mention this Bat robot is freaking awesome.
That is amazing.
Like having
Yep.
having a little army of these would be fun.
So where do the blasters go? Because I didn't
On the side of the boots, because I thought these were guns, and I put that in my
Let-
review that these are like little flame
Well,
guns.
who said they couldn't be? Like you're
They
playing
could
with
be,
them.
but yeah, they're apparently just supposed to
But
attach like
where's
that.
the fuel source? So that's awesome. I haven't even opened. See,
That is awesome, but like,
Yeah.
I wish that you could take the flame out. But maybe they pop out like in the
Nah, you can
like
probably
from
pull
his
it
leg.
out.
we had the
Yeah. Oh, I
ability
see.
to make these as
I'll
a
pull it
kid,
out.
and we just never had them. Man,
Yeah,
I
this
lament the fact we never had these as kids.
this
to
might
play
be
with
the
them.
best figure of the line.
It's pretty neat, dude. It's pretty
Yeah.
neat.
I would
Although-
say that's contender.
This Lord Deathman is hilarious. Like this guy's
Yeah.
so much fun.
Yeah.
He's just a cute little figure, guys. Look at that.
Now he was obviously not in the original
No.
show. He's for the comic book series like Two-Face.
exactly.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, there wasn't that many villains in the show, to be honest. I've gone through the list. They made up a lot of villains for the show.
Mhm.
So I know nothing about that character. I'm going to learn before I review it.
By the way,
Maybe
anyone who
next
wants
time.
to get off like regular Coke, I gotta say the Cherry Coke Zero.
Why would we want to
Fantastic.
get off? Right?
Some of us are not in as good a shape as you, Rob. You know, unbelievable, Brad. This guy.
I would say almost
Why would I want to get off sugar? Yes.
Why? I mean, sweet tea, bro. Sweet tea.
Yeah.
I got a cavity the size of a beach ball in my teeth. I got a big cracked tooth.
Brad,
If I
please
have
go.
sugar, I'm just
Please
I
go
don't-
live.
I don't even
at the
have
dentist
real
getting
teeth,
your,
bro.
Getting your
Pardon?
cavity removed.
I said I don't even have real teeth. All my like molars are all like a porcelain.
Really?
Yeah.
What happened,
you
Rob?
have them capped?
They're like half capped. It's not like a full cap. It's like I still
Damn.
have some of the basically like they told me it's because I chewed on ice a lot as a kid,
Oh, I
and
did not
also
know that
because of
about you.
pretzels and stuff, like hard pretzels.
Oh, so you're a hard candy man.
Yeah. And then so like I broke my teeth very easy.
I feel like we should get Tim on the stream with us just to give us like funny stories about Rob.
No.
You know what I mean?
Rob's in shape, he says, yeah. No, I wouldn't say that I'm in shape either. I'm just like appearance wise in shape.
You're just
Where's
not
the-
fat.
Yeah.
But where's that handsome? Oh, the Texans back there behind the cape. I haven't played it much. I know that's not the Texan. That's the
But thanks,
the
Tim.
Texans upstairs. I haven't been playing it. I've been playing. My wife's got this little guitar, and I feel like a really large man behind a full size guitar. Looks really small.
Wait, what?
It's a small acoustic guitar, right?
So it's a 3/4 or 5
Right.
15,
It's an acoustic, but
16?
it's a 3/4, right? But because it's easier to like, just snag
Play.
and like sit on the couch or whatever and play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm actually looking to buy a big baby from Taylor. And
Ooh.
I'm trying to decide, do I want to go with a walnut or a Sitka?
That's a good question.
right, guys. I don't want to interrupt, but I have no interest in the guitar
Sorry.
conversation. Like the dentist stuff was, the cavities. That's relatable content to our audience. Okay.
I haven't had a
Jeez,
cavity
these
in
guys.
years, though, so we'll say that. How about that?
All right, let's go over to McFarlane toy reveals. It's been a while, guys. Let's hop over to the McFarlane Instagram page.
That's a
Let's
great. Can you do
see.
that again? Can you look? What's that? Look. What's that on your shelf? Behind you, the shelf. What's that? You turn. What's on the shelf there?
Which
Me?
one?
No, the shelf. What's that behind you?
Ahsoka?
You, Rob. What's on the
My
shelf? there?
shelf.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Over there, behind you. Look behind you. Look at how fantastic the back of his head looks, everybody.
I know. Look at that, dude.
It's
Beautiful.
like perfectly shaped.
Silver fox, dude. Look at
Yeah.
that, dude.
I was
Turn
just
around
trying
one
to
more
get it turned
time.
around again.
Please, Rob.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Look at that. Look what I got. Look, my shit's spinning.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Rob, Brad's holding on for dear life to a few morsels, and I'm
Yeah.
completely
No,
gone.
it's all growing right here. It all grows here now.
Yeah. Male pattern baldness, guys.
It would be cool.
Not,
if it was
not the
actually
Dunbars
bald.
though. Tim, are you losing your hair, Tim? How's your hair,
No,
Tim?
he has hair. I think he has a little bit of a widow's peak, but he's got full hair.
Apparently, you guys
Yeah.
just have good genes.
He's got, or he did have a full beard. I don't think he does anymore. He shaved.
What do you guys?
He had like the
18
mountain
now?
man. He had like a Brad beard.
Miley
I miss
Paddock,
my
that's
beard.
funny, dude.
I get
That's funny.
psoriasis though. I cannot abide the beard.
Dude, I got
Yeah,
alopecia.
unspin.
I got all kinds of stuff. All right, this is getting depressing. Let's talk about some toys.
There's a lot of DC stuff. Yeah, a
Did
lot.
Is there any Spin Masters?
Oh, the Flash! How did I not know that was coming out?
How far
It's a
back?
reverse Flash.
Yeah, I'm never gonna find that.
I
Pardon
think
me.
we talked
So
about
did
all this
action
stuff, right?
so action figure
This is 3 weeks
Insider,
ago.
he got these, right?
Oh yeah, I don't know if he found them or what
I don't-
happened.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen. I know the thing is they are showing up here and there. So I know I saw someone else get them.
Mine says waiting. I guess because I bought them all together, and McFarlane doesn't ship them until you have everything.
Until everything's
think.
ready. I'm
Yeah.
so excited about this. And this,
I
it's funny,
mean-
this is not just a DC pack. It's also technically these are all characters that were bought
Yeah,
at the same time as Blue Beetle.
the Charlton.
Yeah.
characters, right.
I don't really know much about Judo Master.
Wait,
I
what?
think he looks like I don't know, like a reject from some kind of parade, either like a
He looks
what is
like
that?
the guy from X-Men, the Flame guy. And he was in Age of Apocalypse. He kind of.
Oh, Sunfire.
There you go, Sunfire. Yeah, that's who he reminds me of.
But I'm
I mean,
really
I don't-
excited
I don't
about
read
Vigilante
Marvel.
Peacemaker.
I mean, first of all, this is just like what people want, right? Like
Yeah.
new, classic, superpowers looking characters. So I think
Yeah.
they look great. Look
Yeah, and
fantastic.
you can actually keep just reusing a lot of the same body parts of them, and no one's
Yeah.
going to give a crap.
Yeah.
No one will care because the nature of what they are.
We care because we love them.
Now, okay, and that's the only other one I'm excited about.
Yeah, the no guns.
Daddy Bats, but no guns.
Yeah.
What in the frick? Why?
We know why, but
It was. I mean, I know that's why I stopped myself, but like, I just think it's like why. I mean, I love that character, so I'm not like. Of course, I'm happy to get him, but I would say why choose to make characters that guns are their signature weapons when you know you can't make the guns?
Because it's a Batman and Batman sells.
I like this guy's name, Sinus Max Prime.
Sinus Max Prime.
Because I have sinus problems. So,
You know
my
what?
buddy.
There's supposed to be pockets. If you look at those, I bet you they've been turned into pockets.
they look closed, Brad. I see. I
Yeah.
feel like the flaps
Yeah.
closed on them.
They're pockets. They've been altered.
Hmm.
I don't
bet
care. I
you
love him anyway,
donate
though. I'll
the
definitely excited about him.
dollars.
Such a weird time in DC history because you had Bruce and Clark's dad alive at the same time.
This is the only one I'm kind of like about.
Now, is this a Superman Reborn? Oh, very
Reborn,
specific.
yep.
Yeah,
I wish we had a
Well, kind
7-inch
of.
version of this.
I don't.
We don't have a 7-inch.
New 52. New 52 over Reborn any day.
Wow, bold.
Dem's
bold.
I
fighting
don't
words.
li- I don't-
Dem's fighting
I don't
words.
like the Reborn suit. I'd
I
rather
dig the Reborn
It-
suit.
if
Yeah.
you're gonna do this, just do classic with the trunks and everything. Like
Wow.
I don't like. I just don't like it.
You know
I don't
what?
like the belt.
I would have been okay with the collar. And I like the belt actually for Reborn, but I never was super keen on the boots for New 52. I thought they were too busy looking. And the line work was really fun for the time, but I'm glad they got away from it.
Yeah, I mean,
But I do like
I do love the New
prefer.
52 though. I would love to get see a figure of that.
You know,
I mean,
Todd will make a New 52 soups and
got
bags.
to, right? All the
got to.
detail.
I'm gonna pick this one up because
I like the collars too.
well, I think it looks a little bit slightly different in person. I think the blue looks a bit darker in person because I've seen pictures of it. The blue looks pretty dark, and I wanted a lighter one. I'm gonna pass on him. Unless,
no way.
You're gonna pass on. This is Wally West, man.
Wally West, bro.
I'm not
doing,
passing
dude?
because it's Wally.
What
It's because when Wally had the white lenses, his suit was a bright, shiny red. This is like
I love it.
This is the dreaded maroon.
Mark Wade's run, it was like a dark crimson.
I'm not a huge fan of the color. I might pick him up to be complete and go, okay, we got Barry and we got Wally, but
agree to disagree.
It's not a bad figure. It's the color. In the end, it's the colors, just the muted colors for me.
I mean, this even reminds me of the John Wesley Shipp TV show.
His suit was bright.
Although
red
he had the nose.
He did. But this is Wally West, man.
Yeah.
But I get it, Brad. I get it. I'm not going to pressure you.
I will get him, but
hells to the yeah.
You know what this is, right? This is the throwback to the one that was on the back of the package for Toy Biz that we never got. But it also was released, I think, in Argentina. South America got that actual figure that was like mocked up on the back of the package.
I mean, look at Brad dropping the super powers knowledge. Love it. Dude.
Yeah, but this is really cool that they did it. So I don't know. I might pick him up.
It's pretty dope, dude. We're getting some really nice.
I mean, I'm gonna just put it right next to my Kenner's Dark Knight collection one.
Yeah, it has a good home there.
This we need ASAP in the DC Multiverse line.
We do.
Only not in gold, in yellow.
I mean, I know yellow is more accurate, but I love shiny gold. You know.
Well, yeah. I mean, I love metallic paint too.
I typically like the yellow.
I just
can get it because
wish she had the ponytail. Sorry.
Yeah.
Brad.
It's okay. You know what? I probably have something that could pass as a ponytail very easily that I could send to you in an envelope. You just drill a tiny hole in the back of his head and pop it in.
And his head's too small.
I would actually say his body is too big for Nightwing.
Yeah, more,
It's like I mean, I agree. But
he definitely lifts. Chubby face Robin.
I still don't get why we're getting this. It's like just a variation of the one we already got.
Bro, it's probably more accurate colors, right?
I guess so.
We just gotta throw the yellow and black
still
together.
I mean, you guys, I'm a Tim Drake, fanatic.
But... You know who his face reminds me of is the guy that played Jason Todd on Titans.
Ooh.
I feel like with this figure, I don't know if they've done it on purpose or if it's an accident, but if you remember, the Superpowers Robin was a little bit hefty.
Yeah.
Right? Well, that's what they've done with this guy. This is a big head. Like he's got a big round square
big head. He's got a big neck.
I wish they were able to
has too much ice cream head. But they might have done it on purpose.
You can't take these heads off though, like easy.
Yeah.
That's like at least with the 66 you could, but with these like you got to break open the whole figure.
Well, let's see. Hold on.
And then reglue it back together.
Okay, well the heads are actually made out of a different kind of plastic than the body, so you may be able to heat it up and carefully yank it out. But yeah, you're probably right. I still have to pre-order this.
The whirly bat, I'm skipping. I just don't.
Yeah.
I don't really have room for vehicles. Like I have Wonder Woman's jet.
Yeah.
Sitting on top of Clayface.
What you have? What? Come again? Pardon?
I'm sorry.
She's using Clayface as a landing pad. What's going on?
PG, Rob. PG. Bro.
What's going on here?
Yes, I have the.
That's not what I was talking about. Ahsoka. Jesus, Murphy.
I have all my vehicles over here. Like my Mirage.
It's all blurred out, Rob. We can't see.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm all about the superpowers scale.
I mean,
vehicles.
I didn't really want to buy this, but I can just totally see this like dangling from the ceiling with like Robin hanging from the side, like
Yeah.
And it's
now
accurate.
this feels very 66 to me.
Totally.
It's classic. He flew around in one of those in the cartoons for a while.
Yeah.
This
I
is
mean,
completely accurate.
Home run with all the vehicles.
Oh, Scott, I totally agree with you. And if they come out with like some dope ass vehicles like the
The
Blue
bug ship?
Beetle bug ship, yeah, I'll totally buy that.
Oh, the bug ship.
What's another great, or like a Joker van or something? I don't know.
Yeah.
That's true. A Joker van. Josh
Or
from
his
before
weird
has
car.
another Joker van.
I think he needs the hot rod car with his face on the front.
Or like a Robin cycle. I mean, Fortress of Solitude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Place,
Fortress of Solitude, like I said, with the key to
Yeah.
unlock it, and it opens
Yes.
it up.
Yes.
And inside the key is a magnet.
Ooh.
And when you put the key in, the magnet causes the mechanism inside to move and it unlocks it.
Yeah.
Right?
They
That's
got it
fan- yeah.
engineered.
I feel like eventually he might do a
Oh.
Fortress of Solitude.
Do you want to look at the statues or to skip over them? or-
No.
Let's skip them for now.
Yeah, for now being, we'll just conveniently forget to do it ever.
Oh, this is a repaint.
I
The
like it.
Batman- Yeah, it's nice.
I
The
do.
Batman of Zeranar.
Zarnar, I actually, when I compare that to the existing original one, I actually prefer this one better with everything molded in the bright colors. I like this
Yeah.
one. It pops.
I think this one's kind of in the right demographic because, like, I mean, he was pretty wasted and trippy and black lights,
Yeah.
and you know,
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
I see. I like the blacklight ones. Some of them. I think some are.
yeah.
really
Swamp
good
Thing
ideas.
was awesome.
Well, Swamp Thing is the glow in the dark one.
Oh, sorry. No,
Yeah.
I was thinking of also,
Scarecrow.
Scarecrow, yeah, that one.
Scarecrow works really well for blacklight. Look at that. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm like for the folks at home, I actually have a
I want
ADD.
that.
So I'm like
First
over
Flash.
here.
Walmart.
I just
exclusive.
hate that it's Walmart. Come on.
Everybody loves
Hey.
Walmart, Rob. What are you talking about?
Though my Walmart finally got Captain Atom, so there's that.
See,
My Walmart-
GameStop
Been out.
got ours pretty quickly. Our GameStop in town.
Yeah, we our
Had it
my
for a
one's
couple weeks
terrible.
now.
Do you still have Captain Atom? Like, that you
Me?
can buy him, or is he like out?
Oh,
Yeah.
in
Have
town?
has
Or
anybody in the
going-
chat seen Black Mana in store? Because I haven't.
I've been to Walmart a few times this week too, and I have not seen them.
Black Manta, the movie Black Manta?
No, the
No.
superpowers
Yeah.
exclusive
I
one.
mean, I have him, but
Oh, where did I get mine from? CMD store actually had one before.
I got mine from Evil Bay.
Evil Bay. We're all acquainted. We know the struggle, Rob.
Yeah.
What about this Supergirl, Batman, and Doctor Fate Injustice 3-pack?
Well, you know how I feel about Injustice.
I do, Rob. I do.
Well, Dr. Fate and Supergirl look like they're like, correct me if I'm wrong, they look exactly the same,
They do, right?
right? The Dr. Fate is from the 7-inch Page Punchers. You
Mhm.
can tell by the helmet. And the Supergirl is also from that. And the Batman is like,
He has yellow glow.
And does he have some stuff on his face? Like,
no, it's just like half-assedly sprayed yellow on the side, like for the light.
Yeah.
It's like I like most of the stuff that Todd does, but I really don't like that specific stuff because, like, where are you gonna put that? Like, where does that make any sense?
yeah, that I
right
didn't
now
realize
I
that
only
was a
have
light
that
effect.
Alan Scott one with the glow, the platinum edition, because I keep trying to get a
Yep.
normal Alan Scott, and it's
Yep.
sold out everywhere. So now I'm praying to the gods that Amazon ships mine in November.
New Jersey. The thing you
Oh,
got,
sorry.
you were so unlucky. I'm sorry.
I mean, I'm
Which
lucky,
one?
unlucky.
Wait, I'm sorry. Which one, Rob? Are you talking about? Which one did you?
The
Alan
platinum Alan Scott that has.
Oh
the
yeah,
green.
me too. I did the same thing. It's on Amazon, October.
Yeah.
You know, I
I
decided.
feel
to wait.
like the only thing that is happening with that, I don't think most people are like, when you open your box, you're like, I got this figure and I got this one, and oh cool, yeah, just what I always wanted. A fucked up version of the figure I actually wanted. I don't imagine people are excited. I imagine most people are going, ah, shit.
But like the Superman platinum one's like fantastic.
That was the
like,
best platinum they've ever
Yeah.
done. That
Yeah.
that was shouldn't even have been a platinum.
Sometimes that
regular
happens,
release.
but Okay, to spray a little bit of yellow on the side, that's like a zero effort. And it's like you can't really do like much with it.
SP
don't
Choice
like
has
them.
you covered
Ooh.
though. If you
Do you have a one in
Oh!
box?
maybe you can meet him at the border.
Yeah, maybe.
Can
Can you chuck it across the border?
you have to chuck it? You'd have to chuck it like past my house and all the way down to the border.
Oh, that'd be hilarious,
Be
dude.
a long throw.
He puts it
What's
like in a
that?
little.
What's that one town, Brad? You probably know that is like it's right through the street. Like one side's America, and one side's Canada.
Oh yeah, I forget the name of it, but yeah, that's weird. I know that exists.
That's
Yeah.
freaking awesome. He puts it in like a little basket in a river and just like, you know, across international water.
Can you imagine like politics time in Canada and the States in that town?
Yeah.
Right. So like half the town is filled with like presidential signs and the other half isn't. And then when it's like time for us to vote for the prime minister, half the town is filled with our signs and the other half isn't.
Well, yeah. I mean, like the across the street is from you is a Canadian.
I know.
And it's you're like whose yards like unless they follow the politics, it'll be like what the fuck.
Yeah. Well, Canadians tend to follow American politics, and Americans tend to not know what the fuck is going on in Canada.
No, we only care about us. That's it.
Yeah, but we follow American politics because
Excuse me.
you know,
But
This
I
is
feel
whatever
like
happens
you
to you guys
like your
affects all
PM
of us.
though. Brad.
Pardon?
I feel like
This is
Prime
this is
Minister.
a great figure. I just don't know if I like the sketch editions.
Yeah, it's a good. Yeah,
I like the original figure.
the original was nice. If you're
I-
into this, more power to you. You know.
I've never liked this figure ever
Oh,
in
Really?
any way. Never.
bu-
I think
it
it's a- I think
photographs
it's a poor
so
design for
beautifully.
Batman.
I
Knifing
thought it was a
him up
cool
and stuff like
Victorian
that.
vampire hunter Batman, like
No, well-
steampunk a little bit. You know?
Yes, my brother.
You know why I don't like it?
Thank you.
Is because Todd likes things that are cool, and the darker they are tends to be the better. Look at all the characters he made for the Spawn universe, and they fit in the Spawn universe. So this tells me that if Todd had to design Batman to fit into the Spawn universe, that's what it'd be like, with like all these like sharp,
We never did get a
stabby slices.
Superman.
I just like
design
nah, just not for me.
Yeah, we never got the Todd Superman figure.
Maybe I
Yeah,
can
well,
ask
this
about
I'm
that
thankful.
on Sunday.
Yeah, please do ask him about that. Here's a better picture of it. That's pretty badass, actually.
Yeah.
I do like that. I do like this one. Oh, let's get
Ooh,
into.
yeah.
We talked about Brainiac. I mean, he's out.
Yeah.
No, he's
know,
not.
I have him.
I know you do because he's not actually in stock though. You ordered him from McFarlane Toy Store, and
I
I
did.
stopped ordering from there as much because
Oh,
so you got sent yours, but it's not actually in stock, right?
yeah. Actually, I don't know. I guess
I
you're right.
go to the site every day. It's not actually in stock. They
I'm
just
sorry,
for some
buddy.
reason they had a bunch, and they just sent them out. I don't know how that works, but
I mean, I will say he's fantastic.
yes,
He's beautiful.
It-
But let's go
I
to
just-
Wonder Woman,
I just made a custom Brainiac too, and then that was released.
Yes.
Which
which is awesome. Here's the final figure in the Flashpoint build.
The one we all knew was coming.
Yes. Well, nice looking figure. I mean,
Yeah.
hey, I just like how we're still not getting the classic Wonder Woman yet. We're still, but it's fine. She's coming.
yeah,
This is medieval
yep, she's coming.
Wonder Woman with
Yep.
like an aquatic thing helmet on her head.
Yeah.
I think that like the figure itself looks good. Like I think that Todd's team has done a great job
Mhm.
designing her.
Yeah.
I just
So,
want
like,
a mirror
if-
head.
Pardon?
That'd be
I want a
that'd be-
mirror head.
That'd be disturbing.
You want Mira head? What's that?
Yeah. Mira's head as an
Oh, oh.
accessory.
Sorry, I didn't know what you're
That's
saying.
dark, Rob. That's a little too dark
Shucks,
here, buddy.
jeez.
Jeez, I'm
Yeah, I think Arthur would have something to say about that. I think that it's a great figure, but I hate the design overall.
Yeah. It's not a
I'm
good
not even that
design.
excited about the friggin'. I'm not even that excited about the head that she's gonna come with because, like, this is like it's a good looking figure, but it's friggin' huge.
it's a little
And
bit
it's way out of scale with the other
way out of
characters.
scale. I don't like
Way
it to
out
be
of
normal
scale.
sized. You know.
Like, why has he got to be so big?
That's
Uh,
what she said.
Oh,
We'll skip the statues and go right to.
oh, you're skipping
Yeah.
Black Manta?
We're
He's
gonna go
down
to the
below there.
figures. We're gonna go to the figures instead of the
He's
statues.
down there. Oh, yeah. Oh, that was a statue, wasn't it?
Rob, please take it away, being the resident Aquaman fanatic.
Yeah.
Well, first off, the photography is phenomenal in this
Aesthetic
shot. It
one,
just gives me the
beautiful.
feels
Wow.
of him like at the end of the movie jumping out.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm glad that we finally are getting the classic suit in, because obviously we got the Snyder verse.
Nada.
Yeah, the Snyder version. So I'm glad to see this. The head sculpt it leaves me kind of but it's better than the first go around. I think maybe Momoa's face is just one of those that is either not, which I would think like he got the rights, you would think,
You would
or maybe
think.
they just didn't do a good job. I don't know. I don't know what to think. I did order a custom head though.
Of course you did.
For this guy.
As you should. As you should.
The only thing about this figure that has me leaving, like, why did they do this, is the shoulders having the extra piece. When I would have been fine with it just being the shoulder. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like shoulder clams.
Someone else commented about that in the chat. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I think this is the best overall looking Momoa that Todd has made.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
The head sculpt looks like, I feel
his
like
face is too thin.
I think he needs to go multiply some fish and loaves.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think this is going to be like the first Wonder Woman, where in certain angles I think it's going to look like him.
Yeah.
In other angles it's not. I think the problem is his head's too narrow. It needs to be wider.
I mean, we'll see this in person.
He is taller than like the regular multiverse Aquaman too.
Okay.
Just to give you
and I feel like
the body he is tall.
Yeah, I mean his body I think is. I just don't know about the shoulder pauldron things.
Yeah,
those are a little weird.
Well, the thing is, could you get rid of the shoulder pauldrons? Like if the shoulders underneath are sculpted too. Possibly. If you really don't like it, could you just like?
I mean, you know me, I'd have to have two because then I need like one that's.
I know. I mean, it looks good. I would probably give him like a gold wash on top as well.
Yeah.
Just to bring in a bit more shine.
The one thing I will say, and Ahsoka, you have the figure for Aquaman.
The
Hot Toys.
Yeah.
The only reason I didn't buy that is because it's not like a orangish. It's more like a goldish yellow kind of like. You know what I mean?
It is. He's back there,
and I'm kind of hoping that Hot Toys comes out with him again, but more orange.
Yeah.
And then I would buy it. Because it just
looks
looks like corn cob.
Yeah.
It looks like corn cob.
This is the figure of the wave for me right here.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
This is the one right here. He's going in my regular
I
shelf.
love the translucent lenses.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even notice that, dude.
Yeah.
Good catch.
And he easily doubles as your comic book version of the character.
Hell yeah.
100%.
The only thing
you don't have to
I'm
do really anything to him.
Not sure about is his jetpack thing on the back. I wish it was like a little smaller. I know it's probably movie accurate, but I just feel like it's a little cumbersome.
You could always customize it.
True.
Steal the one off the New 52 like I did for my other Black Manta.
But the head proportion and everything is just beautiful.
Yeah, I love it. Big figure of the wave, as far as I'm concerned.
I mean,
well,
honestly,
and
guys,
think about
I feel like this one's the figure of the wave. I love this guy.
So like for Mattel, when Mattel did Black Manta, that was like the figure for Mattel.
That's true. That was a great figure. Man, I just love these creatures in the first movie.
And you have to get him to get the black trident.
Yeah, I will get this guy. I just love these designs.
I look at him and I'm like, what am I looking at?
There's some crazy fish-looking. I don't know, man. I just love it. It's crazy.
It's a cool looking figure, but I'm like, I just look at that.
And he's got a cool. I mean, I know McFarlane has nothing to do with that, but
King Cordax.
Yeah.
Is it Cordax or Cordax?
I think it's Cordax.
I have no idea. I have no idea.
I don't know now. Damn it.
I've never heard of him, to be honest.
Going back though, what about stealth suits of
Rob?
Aquaman?
Let's take her pigtail and stick it on Nightwing.
Oh. Yeah, stealth suit I think is cool. I obviously ordered it. But I kind of like the Target exclusive better.
Mm-hmm.
Was that the shiny one?
No, it's the translucent, it's like a smoky colored
really?
plastic. Yeah, because he turns invisible. with the suit.
I didn't even know that. Spoiler alert, but I didn't
Well,
know.
it's in the trailer, dude.
Look at
Can't
that.
ding
Mr.
her
Bugs
for
knows.
spoilers if it's in the trailer.
You definitely still need a punchline.
Yeah, I'll pass. It's a cool looking figure for sure.
I'll see how it works in the movie. If it, something in the movie that's like,
He's gonna
Really
wear
cool.
it for 5 minutes.
Probably at the end. That's what it is.
Oh,
We
here's
need
what
to
you
wear
were
it at
talking
the
about.
end for some reason.
Yeah,
there's the target.
and I had you got to get it for
For Tipo.
But the octopus isn't that big though, is he? Like if that was a big ass octopus, I'd be like, sign me up.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think he's that big in the movie. I think it's just oversized because it's a toy.
But it's a beautiful little octopus.
I want the seahorse is what I want, but I didn't
Oh,
pre-order
dude.
yet because
Storm.
there's just so much stuff coming out.
That seahorse.
Yeah,
is-
look at the
look at
seahorse.
that thing, dude.
Yeah,
Now,
that's
my question is-
magnificent.
Do you think the mask comes off the armor from the head?
Oh, I probably
I
not.
doubt it.
Darn it. Okay.
No, it's gonna have a stand like the Avatar stuff, so that's pretty awesome.
Well, the head. My thing is the head.
I'm gonna have to buy.
Like the helmet is a
Aquaman.
separate piece, right? So do you think at the very least they sculpted a full seahorse head under there?
I don't know, man.
I know
It's
he's
hard
got a
to say,
habit of
dude.
not doing that, but
I mean, it'd be nice if it was sculpted under there, but I don't know. It might be. It might be, Brad.
it's very cool. The only thing that throws me off is I don't like the head armor. I'd rather just see the seahorse's head. But
That
that's
is
not Todd. That's the design of the character in general.
Beautiful seahorse.
Pardon me.
It's okay.
But yeah, I could put the black suit, the stealth suit on Storms because I have two.
This is cool.
I think it's cool. It's
Yeah.
That one,
It,
Is
it
this
feels
an
very
army builder,
Green
or
Lantern
is
to
it
me.
just one?
was that, Brad?
Is this an army builder? You think, or is this like a one-off character?
It's a sunken citadel pirate.
Right, but is it like a general? Because there are a bunch of these sunken citadel pirates, and that's just like one of them. So you
You
can
know,
army build,
We're
or
gonna
is it
find
like
out
that's what a
December.
specific character looks like?
True.
We'll find out, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know.
because if it's an army builder, these are fun.
Put a Green Lantern logo on him, and you go to town.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, what lantern
Yeah.
is that? That's I forget.
I forget his name, but yeah, that totally is like a lantern.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Good
I
call.
think
Yeah,
it's
he wears the helmet to keep the water.
Yeah. The name's one of those names that's on the tip of your tongue, but you can't remember. And then you remember when you're going to sleep.
I think we talked about these ones, right?
Do we care about the football stuff?
I am excited about this. I don't care what anyone
Oh,
says.
this arrived today. It's over here somewhere.
It's
You
shit.
have it
Yeah, it came in the mail today. It's over
from
there.
Amazon?
Yeah, no, from the McFarlane Toy Store.
Ugh,
I know, sorry, Brad.
jeez. I can't order from them because my PayPal
So,
goes all funky.
Does that
when I order.
mean that you'll just get rid of the other one with the open mouth, sell that one or whatever?
I mean, I'm too lazy to do any of that probably, but that one though, yeah, that's not even displayed. This will be displayed because this
Mm.
head,
Mine's not displayed
Beautiful.
anymore because the blue one's just so beautiful.
beautiful. This one's up there. Yeah, it's a beautiful figure.
That's if I had to like pick one vanilla Hush style Batman.
Yeah,
I
this
just
is
wish
the
he
one I'm
wasn't so
picking.
big.
he's a big boy.
You could trim the ankles down, like I mentioned.
Yeah, but overall, he's just a big. Like I wish he was just like in Photoshop, just by 90%.
Yeah, you grab him and like, yeah.
I think we talked about this before. Right?
Yeah, we did.
I like the sword
Yeah, the sword is really nice.
more than the figure because I want to give the sword to Wonder Woman.
I like the helmet.
That's a good idea.
It's a cool looking figure, but yeah, I'm more stoked about the accessory.
We talked about these.
Supergirl. Did we talk about her yet at all?
I feel like we did, but let's talk
think
about her
so.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's using the
The Catwoman, right?
Catwoman.
Well,
Catwoman.
not okay. Yeah, the lower and the,
The legs.
arms and the legs.
Obviously not the chest. No.
Yeah, and not the. Is she using Catwoman's feet? I don't
think
know
so.
if that's Catwoman's feet. I got it right here up on a shelf.
I think Catwoman's feet aren't they
Yeah,
healed?
Catwoman has high heels.
Yeah.
I do not like the fact her legs are all red. I hate that, but I can fix that as a customizer. And I got a head on deck too.
Look at
for
that.
her.
Rob getting featured on McFarlane
Yeah.
Toys Instagram. Our boy Rob D Toys.
I never get featured, and I like load up
No.
like stuff that looks like comic book covers, and they're like, "Saw that Brad guy."
Oh, Wayne Collector.
That's a great picture.
Wayne's awesome.
He's a good guy. Great page.
Yeah, look at that Jim Lee one. You can't go wrong.
Yeah.
When
That
you
is
put
from
Batman on a
classic Rick
rooftop.
Grimes we mentioned earlier
Is-
on the show.
Yep.
Is Rick still in here?
Friend of the show,
Give
Plastic.
us
Plastic
sign,
Rick.
Rick.
I don't know what his real name is, but I just
It's a
call him
live
Rick.
stream, and to be fair, I mean, I love live stream with you guys, but if you're a viewer, live streams can get kind of boring after 20 minutes. So
I mean-
I think with live streams, people come and go.
Look at this guy. Look at Rick Grimes.
It's
Look what he's
beautiful.
doing. Yeah, and
It looks like he's standing on the thing that pops out of people's
Yeah.
chest in that movie. What are they? You're a fuck ass. What's that movie called? Where he calls his sister a fuck ass at the table, and he sees the weird, creepy bunny. Donnie Darko.
Oh,
It looks like he's standing on the thing that comes out of the chest in Donnie Darko.
I never saw Donnie Darko. I'll be honest with you guys.
You've never seen Donnie Darko?
Never saw it.
No.
Never saw it. Rob never saw it.
Neither
either.
of you have seen it?
Yeah, I'm sorry, buddy.
Okay, guys, I love you guys to death. Your homework. The next time I see you, seriously, put on Donnie Darko. It's a good.
Is it a positive, uplifting movie, Brad?
Well, I didn't know that was the criteria.
I'm just kidding.
No, it's dark. No, but it's the movie
You
that
tell me Donnie Darko is dark?
No, it's
well, there's a
Dandy.
bunny in it, so I
Is
mean,
it Danny Darko or Donnie Darko?
It's Dandy.
Daddy Darko.
I like Danny.
It put Jake Gyllenhaal on the map, essentially.
Oh,
Who?
that's right.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Never
Maggie
heard of him.
Gyllenhaal's brother.
Who's Maggie Gyllenhaal?
Oh my God, you're such a fucking troll. You're such a troll, Rob.
Maggie is like a Walmart version of Katie Holmes.
Oh, jeez. Wow, dude, my wife hates.
so
She,
rude, but
does
so
not
on
like
the
Katie
head.
Holmes at all.
Ah,
You're a Katie Holmes fan, huh?
I'm since Dawson's Creek, bro.
Wow,
Nope.
dude.
I like Gyllenhaal better than Holmes, but I do agree.
I can see you being a Dawson's Creek fan. You know.
It pulls on the heartstrings.
Let's see what else we got, guys. A few other.
Wait a
few
minute,
last-
didn't we miss one?
The Joker.
The
we did-
cyborg build.
The side- yeah.
No, does that mean that's going to be the single release?
No, I
No,
think that's
just
just showing hit.
Oh, yeah.
complete.
No, okay, it'll be released in a 5-pack though.
Probably.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Man, I just, you know what? I lament. Why is he so damn big?
It's really big.
It is
Yeah,
really
That's
big
what she said. But why?
because it has to be.
It's not the size that counts, unless it's an action figure, and then size and scale is everything.
This would be good, Lex Luthor.
Did you want to talk about? Oh yeah. Did you want to talk about the three? I think we talked.
What
about
about the ones that have already been showing up,
Which
Rob?
three
Yeah,
the
packs?
like
2-pack, the 3-pack?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's
wanna talk about
complaining
those.
about the Batwoman 3-pack, saying,
Oh, that one.
to,
Yeah.
I don't want to have to rebuy 2 figures, but I'm telling you guys, like, these 2 versions are better than the original releases by far.
Oh, of Clayface and Batman.
Yes. Sorry.
Yeah,
I passed
Clayface
on
was
the
painted
original
different.
Clayface. I'll be honest with you guys. I have my Mattel version, which is fine. I don't want two.
2 pieces of poo.
I'll take as many turd monsters as I can get.
I don't
mean,
feel
I
like going to get them because Wonder Woman's on top of. But I can show you a picture.
Oh, that's
The
much better,
fecal
Rob.
army must march. I love Clayface figures. There we go. Oh, yeah,
There
see,
it is.
completely different.
See,
Now,
look at the difference in
Yeah.
color.
yeah, the one on the left is the new one, right?
The one that's brighter, yeah.
Yeah, see, and I like the brighter
That is
color.
a nicer one. The brighter one is a lot nicer.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna, you know.
Way
Yeah.
back in the beginning when we knew these were coming, remember I asked you, is the other one brighter? And we didn't really know.
Yeah.
And I suspected they would paint him different, right? Just to
Yeah. And then obviously Batman's like a lighter
Yep.
shade, which I prefer that for the new 52.
I feel like when he wore that suit, there were certain storylines that he was a darker gray, and then
Yeah.
certain storylines he was a lighter gray. It just depended on the artist and the book, and then who was coloring, who the colorist
Yeah.
was. And I love the lighter gray too. And then Batwoman,
Yeah.
complete that Bat family. Come on, let's go and work
And-
characters.
And you know, she's also using the Nightfall Catwoman body, but they did whereas Nightfall Catwoman kind of just had like balls for her costume.
Say it.
like
Say it,
biblical-
Rob.
PG, Rob, PG.
PG.
Breasts. Breasts is a PG word.
Yeah.
It is.
So I like how they
Mhm.
sculpted like the piece like of cloth or whatever, and you can see like the pool
Stretch
like,
mark. Yeah.
Yeah, and then they put the emblem there, so
Yeah.
it definitely helps to give it like that new
Yeah.
figure feel. And
If
like
it-
I know people are complaining about like it looks like she has a thigh cut, whatever, because it's the boots, but
Yeah.
let's remember that Todd likes to add more detail than what that comic does. I mean, people didn't
That's a good
complain about
point.
Red Robin as much, or Robin,
Yeah.
Tim Drake
Tim-
Robin,
Yeah.
but yet they're like complaining out the wazoo for
Yeah.
Batwoman.
Exactly. Robin's got panels all over him. Like,
Yeah.
and he had enough panels that I was like, maybe let's see if I can make a custom Robin that's not covered in friggin' panels.
Yeah.
Right? No,
Now-
that's exactly it. The picking and choosing about the complaining about new details seems to be
And people are saying, mildly panicked. Yeah, I mean, the Batman head is a little small, but they're coming out with the 2-pack with is it Omega, where he's got the Capullo head, but it's bloody, and that head's bigger. So
I love that Capullo.
there they go.
Batman
Oh,
figure.
dominoes.
Oh, there they go. There
My
they
light blue
go.
Superman almost took a tumble. Look, the head is definitely small.
yeah,
Because I put those heads on my look, they are 6-inch scale head sculpts without a doubt. Right? They're on my Mattel figures. So I can understand why people are annoyed, but you can also technically take that figure, and I've posed my Batman with my 6-inch scale Robin and all those characters, because if you haven't noticed, the Batman from the DC Multiverse line was kind of small for Rebirth. When you put that Batman with them, it actually kind of evens itself out. It looks right.
And there goes Tim Dunbar. Heading off to the sunset.
See you later, Tim.
Brad. Someone tried to take the paint off of Supergirl's legs. They are blue plastic underneath.
Yeah, Todd's been doing funky things, and I'll get into that when we talk about the Superman Atomic Skull 2-pack. Yeah, as far as like choices of plastic. Oh, and side note, anyone who's looking to, because I told the guys here, fuck me, side. I mean, poo poo. Trying not to say the fuck word or the F word. Okay,
We've been
so
screwing up a lot.
this figure here, right? The trunks
The
on
platinum.
these, right? You go, okay, well, they're red plastic. On the Action Comics #1 regular release, they're not. They're blue plastic. Because I took acetone to them. Because usually what I did with the Dark Knight Returns Superman is I used acetone and just removed the yellow paint from the belt. And so I thought, okay, well, I'll try that with Action Comics #1. It didn't work. The inside of the trunks is blue. But when you get this version of it, right, looks like Superman Comics #1, the trunks are molded in red.
So did you have to buy 2 platinums to make it work?
No, I got this. Well, I got sent one. Like I ordered one, and then also SB. Steve gave me one.
Oh,
And so
okay.
this one, all I did was change the hair because I wanted the spit curl. Everything else is like the same.
I really don't like that cape. I mean, I like the S on the cape, but I don't like how it's blown to the side.
No, yeah, it's just the one that
I
came.
don't mind it. You know.
I don't. You can't put figures beside it as
Yeah,
well.
that's true. You want to putting it to
Yeah.
take posing it to take pictures. It doesn't work.
That's the
Wow.
cussing. That's why I cussed, because when you move him and his cape is like, I'm gonna knock some other ones over, and they go,
Yeah.
yeah.
Guys, I only have 10 minutes left, so we're
Let's
gonna
talk
rush-
about the 2-pack real quick.
2-pack.
Let's
Yeah.
do it. I'm gonna end the screen. The rest of the figures were all repaints and Jokerized figures.
Oh yeah.
So we'll skip those for the night. Rob, take us away with the Atomic Skull
Yeah.
and Superman 2-pack. I will grab
Comic Skull
mine.
is over there. So I think the only reuse is the legs, the upper thighs, and the biceps. Everything else I think is new sculpt, right?
Yeah. Shoulders, biceps, upper legs, and abdomen are all reuses.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I got-
everything else
I
is
got
new.
Superman up here. I love the
Superman. Yeah, that Superman's fantastic. The only thing missing is the Yes.
Yes, that's it. Yeah, I
Now,
love the colors, the paint.
I do
Skin
think that
texture.
the red on the emblem is a little darker than the rest of the red, but that's a nitpick.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
I think that I kind of go back and forth. Like the skin tone on this is pretty nice, but
Oh, it's perfect, I think.
the eyes, depending on which one you get, can be painted a little weird. Like the eyes, it depends, right? I mean, like the paint follows the eye sockets. It's just really strange the way that it fits. So when I comparison, I'm like, okay, well, this sculpt has been used 3 times. So which one did it better? And I kind of go in between. And I'm like, well, the skin and the tone on this one's better, but I feel like maybe the first one, I don't know. I'm in between.
Hey, it's all right. I mean, they're both.
I don't think it's superior. I think it's got its strengths just like the other ones do.
I'm glad we got another version of this, though. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see a new Superman, a completely new one. But I'm glad they did this version. Again, the S on the back would have just been perfection.
Icing on the cake.
Like I'm wondering, like the Superman from DC Direct, the one that is like one of my holy grails, right?
Yeah.
If you cut, I mean, obviously I wouldn't want to, but if you cut the S off of that one because it's a thin cape, could you glue it to that and make it look right?
Are you talking about the 21 points of articulation classic
22.
missing a layer of
22.
abs Superman?
Yes.
Cutting that off, you'd have to cut it off and then Dremel the back really thin for it
Yeah.
to not look bad. In theory, you could, I suppose. It depends.
Either that or
No,
try to
what?
find like a
couldn't.
tempo, what do
You
they call them? Tempo?
Template?
What? The water slide things, like putting one of those on.
Well, there's some that you could use heat. I think
Okay.
that would be the way to go because when you're dealing with like the cape with its like waviness, you'd have to have something you can put on the cape and lay flat and then hit with a heat gun and it goes woo and it vacuum sucks to the cape itself and then it fills.
I
the crack
vacuum
properly.
suck.
Other than that, okay. Here's what are my thoughts about it, and you'll hear it in my review anyway. I like the fact they reused this body buck. It's a great oh, that's my custom version. I like the fact that they reused this body buck.
Yeah.
But I will say, I would have liked to see them go in and digitally redo the elbows if possible, right? Because these weren't already printed and waiting in the they had to go out and like have
There's new
another
production
set of
run,
arms
yeah.
manufactured. So redo the elbows and the ugly ass round ankles.
That's
I thought that you could take the ankles from.
Yeah, I tried that.
That you can't. The ankles are too big.
Yeah, you'd have to Dremel, and I'm not willing to do that.
Yeah, but even if you Dremeled them, the ankles themselves are too wide.
Yeah.
So you can't do it. So
and then I was thinking of like other, like the Batgirl or Batwoman, like she's got red boots. I was wondering
the same red.
Yeah, I think it is, but again, like I don't have I'm not buying 2 sets of Batwoman.
I'm that guy who will, but not for this. The other thing is I don't like the fact, like I love the fact that the blue is really great. I've seen some people switching the legs and the arms from the Hush Superman. No matter what you're seeing online, people, I want you to know that they are not the same blue. This blue is definitely different. Definitely than the Hush.
A lot of people have been asking that, and it is pretty close. It is pretty close though.
It's close enough that if you're slightly colorblind, you won't notice. But if you're someone like me, I notice it right away. They're definitely, and one is more matte because this is the other thing. Although the Hush Superman is sculpted in blue, which I think is the pinnacle of action figure construction, sculpted in the color it is if you can. That way you don't have paint rub, no paint wear. Even the faces, when the faces are sculpted in the plastic that's that color, that means if they fall over, their nose isn't getting scraped, right?
Right.
But this one, and I have no idea why, for the love of God, on top of the fact they kept the ankles. And why the heck does he have an open hand?
Yeah.
He has nothing to grab. Give him
two
hand. But on top of that, they painted him blue. He's black. On the inside, it's black plastic. For sure. Like you take his arm off, you look in the inside, it's black plastic. So that's my only other gripe. I wish that they would be consistent and sculpt him, because now I'm afraid that if he falls off the shelf, he's going to get a scratch.
Scratchy scratch.
Yeah.
One last comment before we
All that
go.
aside, I love the figure. Still buy it. Like, I really do like it a lot.
From
if
Mildly
you have-
Panicked.
It goes great. Look, everyone at home, if you've been collecting like a classic Justice League, this is the perfect Superman. So a lot of people that are like, oh, well, the one's too bulky or the one's too thin. No, we have different eras that we can put together, right? So you can put your thinner Batman and Superman and Flash together, and you can put your bulky Superman with like John Stewart and your Hush Batman.
Brad,
You know,
we love you.
Rather,
it
this
works.
comment overlaid with what you're talking about is just gold right now.
I don't know if I'd go with that. I think like more Rain Man at this point.
Oh my
I'm
god!
just-
Oh, what about Rain Man? That's a little
Kmart
rough.
sucks.
I like the Benedict Cumberbatch version of Sherlock. That's very
I'm just
specific too.
playing.
He didn't even just say Sherlock. He said the Benedict Cumberbatch version.
Yeah,
which I
I
love.
just look like I got stung by a bunch of
you
bees.
know. And Brad is going to be having an art display in Canada in the next few months of all his new painted. I'm just kidding, but you should.
Oh,
But you do have some beautiful work you're working on. But guys,
Well-
we have to wrap up the show. But someone's
Yeah.
got to go take care of his little baby.
Mm.
for some reason, my brain was like, finish that because someone's got to go take a dump.
No. Guys, I'm sorry, but as always, it's been a pleasure. It's been a blast. To the 94 people watching, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We will be back hopefully next week or maybe the week after, probably next week, to talk about Rob's trip to Toy Fair. And as always, follow us on Instagram, YouTube, other social media platforms. And gentlemen, any parting words for the audience there?
All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. You rock.
Beautiful. Rob?
Bye.
That was very
Yeah.
stoic.
Done.